Yes, he's just getting...
Close him at the door.
Lush, Clem needs to be in the opening. You hear me?
What? 30 seconds.
Do you hear?
Are you in the open?
Clem needs to be in the
I
opening.
need to do that. Almost there. I'll be by my clothes.
Oh, you're on this side.
Opening here with me.
Can you just plug this in, buddy? That ear thing.
I step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning, and yes, it is a good Wednesday indeed. You know why? Because we have reached the halfway point until the weekend, and I'm hoping and praying that it's just downhill from here. I've got a great one next to me because you know what today is? It's the Culinary Hotline Bling!
Ting, ting, ting.
Wow, I expected more energy
No,
from the
listen,
floor.
friend.
What's happening?
I've got public holiday fever this week.
What's going on
You
right
are getting
now?
public holiday energy out of me for the rest of the week.
I'm okay with that. I love chilled, Clem, and hopefully we'll bring that into the kitchen too, because it's going to be a jam-packed day today. Somebody that's gained a lot of virality online by the name of Sassy Bakes is going to come through and share her heritage recipes. Recipe 1, you ready for this? Chicken bone curry. Oh, that's an interesting
know.
one. Recipe 2, rotis from scratch.
From scratch, and that is a labor of absolute love. I can't wait to do that.
Absolutely. I mean, I do say rotis, but I said rotis for the sake of you because people are going to come for me. Rotis?
No, I pronounce it in a way that they can't hear. Rotis. I don't want the flames, especially after Heritage Day.
Cover all bases. Yeah, we're still coming for you for your pup with butter. Okay, recipe 3, vanilla tray bake cake. We obviously have to end up with something absolutely sweet. So excited to get into that. And on the fitness front, we've got pound workout with Jahan Abraham. She's back in the building, and I can't wait to get into all thing goodness with her. But Clem, you and I are here.
All day.
But we are not alone. We've got another great human being waiting for you. And listen, he needs your help. Gray, what's going on?
Oh, good morning, you beautiful souls. I need a little help. Yes, I need help getting dressed in the morning like we all do sometimes, okay? No, it's the change of season and you can feel it outside and we want to embrace it, and Woolies is helping us do it in style. The legs are out, but I'm going to need some help choosing between two beautifully curated looks, quite different. So I really do need you to weigh in with your opinion. I'm loving this option, the green chino shorts with the beautiful graphic. I like the leafy kind of inlay. It speaks to the season, but it's got quite a cool tie-dyed kind of finish effect to it. I'm going to double it up with a white t-shirt underneath. Absolutely love that. And then we've got the Go Anywhere sneakers, really, really cool and so on trend at the moment. Then let's double up the white for option 2. We've got a beautiful, almost waffle feel to this cotton. Absolutely beautiful blend there. Light, breezy for summer. And of course, we've got a beautiful t-shirt just to add a bit of graphic, a bit of light and shade there as well. And we're finishing it off with some slops. Yep, we've got some beautiful sandals to wrap up the look there as well. So significantly different, both pretty cool, both with some major plus points, and that's why I just can't decide this morning. I'm going to need you guys' help, so you can head over to the socials, take a longer look at the two looks, see what you think I will look better in this morning. And I'm sorry that I'm the model you got to work with, but we deal with what we have. But luckily, I think either way, I'm going to be looking a whole lot better after this. Absolutely love it. So go over to the Expresso socials right now and weigh in with your choice. It is a Tuesday, Wednesday today, but it's hashtag styled by Woolies, and you have the opportunity to help me get dressed for the show this morning, because it's going to be a very, very busy show this morning. We are jam-packed, team. Now, because the weather's changed and we just want to get out and explore and connect to this beautiful country, and boy, didn't we connect with the heart of the country of our Heritage Day celebrations yesterday. Maybe you've been inspired to get out there and explore. So I want you to shout out your area this morning. I know most of us in this job certainly discover places, those hidden gems we love to call them, that we absolutely love and believe deserve so much more. So we want to hear from you. Is there a destination in this beautiful country of ours that you believe deserves way more hype? Maybe it's a party destination for the end of the year. Maybe it's an unmatched natural destination where you can hit the trails, you can get outdoors. There are so many beautiful angles to look at South Africa. What is your favorite? Let us know. Hit us up on the socials or drop us a voice note, 063 408 8863. We'd love to hear from you. In fact, if you want to talk about anything on the show this morning, please weigh in. But right now, we're going to give you some talking points. We're going to get into those news and sporting headlines, and then the show begins.
Thank you so much, Gray. Yes, 4 minutes after 6 o'clock. Let's get started with your national news on this Wednesday. President Cyril Ramaphosa met with South African-born entrepreneur Elon Musk in New York yesterday, following his engagement with U.S. business leaders to boost the South African economy. Ramaphosa is in the U.S. for the UN General Assembly, which he is set to address. The long-anticipated meeting with Musk was held behind closed doors, and Ramaphosa later described it as a positive. Discussions focused on critical mineral value chains, highlighting South Africa's mineral deposits as a potential driver for inclusive growth. More talks are likely to follow. Now, sticking to some local news, the Parliamentary Health Committee reports that the high number of unclaimed and unidentified bodies in state morgues in KwaZulu-Natal and the Eastern Cape is partly due to backlogs in DNA testing and fingerprint processing. During a surveillance visit to Durban, the committee learned that in August there were approximately 3,186 bodies in KwaZulu-Natal and over 500 in the Eastern Cape awaiting identification or claims. Committee chairperson Sibongiseni Dlomo noted that many undocumented individuals lack official documentation, making identification impossible upon death. Taking a look at your international news-making headlines, Zambia's President Hakainde Hichilema has suspended 3 top judges over alleged judicial misconduct, leading to accusations of political interference. In 2016, these judges dismissed Hichilema's petition challenging former President Edgar Lungu's election victory and participated in a controversial ruling allowing Lungu to run in the 2021 elections despite having served 2 terms. Political tensions are escalating ahead of the 2026 elections, where Hichilema and Lungu are expected to face each other again. Now, the judges were scheduled to rule on whether Lungu could contest those elections. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky believes the war with Russia could end sooner than expected. In an interview, he emphasized that Ukraine could pressure Russian President Vladimir Putin to end the conflict, but only from a strong position, urging Western allies to bolster Ukraine's military. While in the U.S. for the UN General Assembly, Zelensky plans to present a victory plan focused on weapons donations and diplomatic efforts to achieve peace. Meanwhile, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov cautioned that the conflict could only end when Russia's objectives are met. Now, for your first bit of news, we close off with a story which might just tantalize adventure lovers. I need you to get ready for the ride of a lifetime. South Africa's K3 zipline, now the longest in the world, has just launched outside Caledon in the Western Cape. Spanning a dazzling 3.2 kilometers, it surpasses Dubai's record holder by 400 meters. After years of meticulous planning and an official sign-off by an independent engineer, K3 is finally ready to welcome guests. Now, the excitement begins with a thrilling 7-kilometer 4x4 journey up the mountain, offering breathtaking views. Participants must weigh between 50 kilograms and 120 kilograms, with only 24 spots available daily this month. Booking definitely is essential. The Overberg's adrenaline-filled experience is poised to become a major draw card for adventure tourism in the Western Cape. Just another one to add to your bucket list as we head into summer in South Africa. Well, that's where we close off your news for this hour. Let's have a look at your sports with Graham.
Thank you so much, my friend. Well, speaking of a height advantage, Eben Etzebeth is back and set to make history as the most capped Springbok ever. That's when he starts in the crucial Rugby Championship decider up against Argentina in Nelspruit this Saturday. In a revamped lineup, Jaden Hendricks and Mani Lebok, they'll pair as starting halfbacks for the first time. And coach Rassie Erasmus has also made 9 changes to that squad, including the return of Rugby World Cup veterans like Bongi Mbonambi, Frans Malherbe, Cheslin Colmier and Damian Derlandi. And then Sia Khaleesi also resumes his captaincy. I think we can feel the importance of this particular moment. Now let's turn to football, and they continue to dominate. Mamelodi Sundowns continued their perfect start to the 2024-25 PSL season with a dominant 4-1 victory over the Marumo Gallants at Loftus. So Tashreeq Matthews, Ikram Reyners, Lucas Ribeiro and Spelele Mkhulisi, they all found the net as the reigning champions comfortably outclassed their opponents from Limpopo. They're going to be tough to beat this year. Now, staying with footballing news, UEFA has now announced that Milan will not be hosting the 2027 Champions League final due to uncertainties surrounding renovations that were planned for the San Siro Stadium. So with Milan unable to guarantee the stadium's availability, UEFA has reopened the bidding process for a new venue, and a decision will be made by mid-2025. The 2026 final will take place in Budapest. Now let's turn to Formula One, which has been crazy this year. Red Bull's head of race strategy, Will Courtney, the latest to make a move, a high-profile move, in fact, to join McLaren as their new sporting director. So Courtney, a pivotal figure at Red Bull for the past 20 years and a big part of their journey, will report directly to McLaren's racing director, Randeep Singh. His departure marks another significant loss for Red Bull. They really are having a season following the recent exit of their star designer, Adrian Newey, who left to join Aston Martin as managing technical partner. While Courtney's switch to McLaren has been confirmed, the exact timing does remain uncertain at this point, as his contract with Red Bull reportedly runs up until mid-2026. So we'll certainly watch that space. But what a year already. We love it. And that's where we leave our sporting headlines for this hour of the show, at least. Brand new day. Hopefully we get the chance to embrace this beautiful country once again. Let's get the weather.
Thank you so much, Gray. Well, let's look at your weather for the first time this morning. The South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for damaging winds expected to sweep through the central and eastern regions of the Northern Cape. Now, these winds pose a risk to localized damage to form both formal and informal settlements, along with an increased threat of runaway fires. In addition to these warnings, extremely high fire danger conditions are anticipated in various areas, including the western parts of the Free State and the northwest provinces, northern parts of the Northern Cape, northeastern regions of the Western Cape, and parts of the Limpopo Valley. Residents are urged to remain vigilant and take necessary precautions during this hazardous weather event. Now, for this Wednesday morning, one thing that we do want to do is wake up alongside you. So please do share your morning views with us on 063-408-8863. We'll dip into that just after 7 o'clock. For now, though, let's have a look at your temperatures, and I'm wishing some warmer weather your way.
Stepping into studio this morning, 33 degrees. We'll take it because he's on fire at the moment. He's making trouble wherever he goes. Faiz Jacobs is here. Welcome back, champ. Hey.
It's good to be back.
Oh, man, in every sense of the word, I'm sure. I'm going to ask you one very quick question, and it's the same question I asked you 5 minutes ago, and I'm sure everyone's asking you. Is it better a second time?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The feelings, the first time you don't really know how to deal with it, but the second time you can accept all the good feelings that comes with it.
Oh, well, there's a lot of good feelings coming your way. The whole country is so proud of this kid. Yes, he is the champion once again, and we're going to get into what it took in an incredible bout. We absolutely love where South African fighting is at the moment, a global path. And then, of course, you've got the small mundane opportunity to help me get dressed this morning. I need your help. Head over to the socials. We've got 2 great looks to go through. There's option 1, absolutely loving that for my summer. Option 2, take me to the islands, baby. The choice is yours. We'd love for you to weigh in. Head over to the Expresso socials, and then we're going to catch up with the champ in just a moment. Stick around.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. What a moment for you. The troublemaker Jacobs has capped off what has been a stellar year, a challenging one, I'm sure, but a brilliant one, reclaiming the EFC bantamweight title at EFC 117. The Cape Townian securing his 3rd victory in 2024 with a second-round submission. Yep, a submission from the striker, and a brilliant win over a very strong Vincent Bember as well. Known for his dynamic striking, Jacobs displayed a very well-rounded skill set in this fight, solidifying his status as one of South Africa's top fighters. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the EFC Bantamweight Champion for years, troublemaker Jacobs. Yo. Oh, man, I'm so happy for you, dude.
Thank you, thank you. And that announcement was like, I'm feeling the energy.
I'm waiting for the copyright infringement laws to come now. I stepped on someone's toes. Dude, I'm so proud of you because I know how challenging it is to get yourself back up. You know what value you have as a fighter, but it's very difficult if you lose a crucial fight. If you lose one of these guys, if you go through one of those gateways that the world is telling you, nah, you weren't as good as you thought you were. What switched in your head? Is it someone coming into your head and pressing that button? Is it your training camp? Is it you? How were you able to shift your mindset to get back on this path?
So first things first was extreme accountability. I had to blame everything on me.
I love that.
And then a support structure that was really by my side from the beginning. My fiancée, Lucille Wessels, like she's invested in this with me. She knows what it takes to bring the best out of me, and she demands that.
Oh, I love that.
I love that too. I love that too because I'm willing to do the work. I'm willing to do the work. And certain things, when you're addressing yourself and you're looking at life, you need to be honest with yourself and say, hey, this is not going to work, this is not going to work. In order to be a champion, I need to take extreme accountability. I need to move towards basically chasing perfection.
I love that, and you can in this game. There are levels to this game that just when you think you've got it down, you think you're the best in the pool, then someone will find you out and you've got to find another element to it. And I think the immediate jump is people want to say, oh, now he can grapple. You do a lot of training in that space, and a fight works out very differently, I'm sure, to what you expect. In this fight, did this go according to plan? Was the submission on the cards for you? Did you think that this could be, because we all assume that you're going to come in swinging? Was that part of the plan, or is this just another representation of the fighter you've always been?
It was part of the plan, actually. I had some adversity preparing for this fight. So I had an injured shoulder and then an injured knee. So 5 weeks out, I injured my shoulder. 3 weeks out, I injured my knee.
Sure.
So it was a very stressful training camp, but I knew what I was capable of, and I knew that I had to have faith in all the work that I've been putting for the years that I've been doing this. I've been a professional now since 22. That's 7 years as a professional. And I had to trust the fact of all those years that I put in and the skills that I developed, that I could handle myself even with not being at 100% health. So I worked the game plan around certain things to avoid, because I couldn't throw my battle axe was unfortunately out of commission.
But maybe there's the lesson, dude. Maybe there's the lesson, because you never know when you're going to meet an opponent or you're going to have a fight that's going to find this out. There are moments in the fight, within the fight, that I think you just don't kind of, we don't get to see or feel because we're not there. We don't feel the pressure. We don't feel the body. Was there a moment in this fight where you felt, okay, this is mine?
From the beginning.
Really?
From the very beginning. From the first time I made connection, the first punches I landed, the first kicks I landed, I could just tell he didn't want to be there. And very shortly...
Understandable, dude.
Very shortly afterwards, I could tell he was avoiding. So there's two things that happens with an opponent. Either they come back aggressive, then they get put away early. My counter-striking is absolutely lethal. Or they back off and try and run, and then they shell away. And for him, it was the latter. And we ended him in the chokehold. The samosa chokehold, because you see that triangle.
Beautiful, perfect triangle. I love that. The rematch with Sylvester, and going back to a place where you have tasted defeat, how important is that in your long-term journey, now that you can look back and kind of put it in perspective and have the belt back?
That was a championship fight on its own, because I lost the belt to him. So for me to have gotten that win back in the fashion that I got it back, I got that fight back in true troublemaker style. I shocked everybody. And I absolutely knew that this was one of the things I needed to do to get to that trajectory, because I'm chasing the best in the world. So I need to conquer my own demons. I need to conquer all these inconquerable obstacles.
You're speaking like you can see a long-term trajectory now. It's almost like I can see you looking forward now to the next 15 years and have a fight plan, which is a gift in the fighter's game, because not many fighters have their own eyes open. What do you see now? What's next for you? Obviously defending this belt.
The top of my list is I know I'm destined for greatness, and I have accepted it. I have accepted it, and I'm moving towards it wholeheartedly. When you wholeheartedly move towards your dreams and you don't make excuses, again, back to extreme accountability, earnestness. When you are willing to earn it with conviction and you put your mind behind it, there's nothing you can't do. And I'm pushing for the upper echelon of the sport. I want my place in greatness. I want my place in history. And I'm willing to fight for it now. And I'm willing to die for it.
Anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. Who do you want to fight next? Who are we going to open this door for to come and challenge the champ?
I've defeated most of the top contenders. So there is another guy that actually I fought before. And he's also got a win over me. But I hear he's talking about retirement. So here's your title shot. Here's your title shot. Come in. There's Sandile Maningela, or I could go pursue a title shot overseas. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get to the UFC.
Well, they might come calling, my friend. They might come calling pretty soon, but we know that doorway is very much open to South African fighters. Hey, you might even be able to fight on home soil as you get
That would
introduced to the
blow.
UFC. Buddy, I can see in your eyes a beautiful fire right now, and you've earned that right, dude. You've had an incredibly challenging time to get back to this place, and you've done it a fantastic year, but that fight was next level. Look at the goosebumps, dude. I'm so proud of you, man. Enjoy this. I know you train every day and that you won't be reveling in this victory for very long, but you've earned the right to smile, be happy, and I love the fact that you've got this fire again because the world is watching South African fighters right now. But
Absolutely, and I have to represent the highest of quality. A man is not judged when he has it all. You are judged by your true character is exposed when your back is against the wall. What are you gonna do then? What are you gonna do when you are at the lowest point in your life? How do you come back? Because that is who you truly are.
I love you, guy. Oh, and he is a champion inside and out. And I don't think he even realized what these moments in sport mean to the younger fighters. We were paying homage to the Dons, to the fighters, the Drickuses that have opened these doors for other young fighters. But other fighters need to see you kicking those doors down as well. Absolutely so proud of our EFC champion, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to say it every time we see him, as long as you have the belt with you. So proud of you, bro.
It is a winning Wednesday, Mzansi. Let me tell you, you stand a fighting chance of winning big. So don't let the guaranteed 50 million rand lotto jackpot pass you by this Wednesday, all right? You could be the next big multi-millionaire, but only if you play. So buy your tickets now in store. You can also head to the nationallottery.co.za website. The mobile app is there for you, as well as cell phone banking, or simply just dial *120 *7529# for all USSD. Now, of course, all these socials, or at least all these details, are posted on our socials. You can find them at Expresso Show, and then also check them out to Panda Pusha Play Lotto for a guaranteed 50 million rand jackpot today, and you could stand a chance to win big. Now, somebody that's winning big this morning is Chef Clem. Hello, what's going down in the kitchen?
Good morning again, Carissa. It is going down in the kitchen this morning for sure. Sassy Bakes is going to be joining us. The thing is, she can bake, but can she cook? Because our first dish up for the morning is going to be chicken curry on the bone. Don't forget to get your WhatsApps coming through, because after the break, it's the Culinary Hotline Bling! Don't go anywhere.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And welcome back to the kitchen on this fine Wednesday. It is the Culinary Hotline Bling! Do you want food? I said it's a Culinary Hotline Bling! No one's getting fed today, and that's absolutely fine. Sassy, we're making food for ourselves this morning. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling fantastic, nice and cold. Nothing wrong with a bit of curry.
You know, I was so excited when I saw you making a chicken curry because obviously, being Sassy Bakes, I expected sweet, sweet, sweet. And when you came this morning with the savory, I was very, very
But
excited.
little did you know I'm here to cook you a curry this morning, Chef.
Oh, I am so excited. Okay, so this morning, South Africa, like I said, Sassy's in the kitchen. If you have any questions for Sassy or myself, plus, if you want to share with us what you did yesterday on your Heritage Day, send us that voice note through to 063-408-8863. I'm so curious to find out what you did yesterday. Sassy, what did you do yesterday?
Me, I had some fun in the sun.
Right.
There was no sun.
There was no sun. I'm talking about 2 days ago when we had that beautiful, beautiful sunshine. I got all my braaiing done on that
Did you?
day. Yesterday was perfect. We were just like chilling at home.
I was still waiting for the invitation, though.
I'm sorry. It was quiet vibes yesterday. It was chilled. But okay, so chicken curry.
Chicken curry.
Absolutely love. And you're making chicken curry on the bone because that's where the magic is.
We have to have it on the bone. I know a lot of people say, like, they don't like the bone, but you know that all the flavors in the bone.
Absolutely.
We have to have it. I want to just grab the drumstick and put it in my mouth.
There we go. And are you a chicken curry in a hurry type of person or you are low and slow?
I'm a low and slow.
Oh, that's when you
I
really
love
get the
that.
most out of the bone and all that
100%.
cartilage.
100%.
Okay, so what have we got going so far? It's onions in
So
the
what
pan.
we just got some onions, and then we're gonna add some curry leaves, quick sticks, curry leaves, some stick cinnamon, some bruised cardamom.
Mm-hmm.
Get that roast a little bit.
There we go. So cardamom, so the what I'm seeing people do now is they actually do these little, it looks like a little spice bag,
Yeah, the spice bag.
and then they put the cardamom in there because they are scared of biting into the cardamom. I don't know. Like, that's how we grew up.
Let me just say, I'm one of that vicious cooks.
Okay.
I want you to bite into the
Oh, you
cardamom.
do?
You need to have that flavor, babe.
But
you need to have it.
I feel like that was part of like almost like a curry eating initiation kind of process. Someone's gonna get it, and now the fact that it's in a little baggie, they just take it out.
You know what? I used to love it as a family. We used to cook, and my mom used to make curry. And then everybody would always be petrified, who's going to get that cardamom? And the moment you bite into it, you just see that whole face changing.
There we go.
Then you know,
People
he's
have
got
it.
it. Yeah.
Life's so easy nowadays. Put the cardamom in, don't put it in a bag, let the people experience it.
Hundreds.
Okay, so let's talk about the actual chicken before we go on with the spices.
Yeah.
I do my chicken curry with the skin on. And I know people get so worked up when they see the skin of the chicken, but I'm seeing you do it too.
No, I do it. I take some of it off for those people that are fussy, and most of the time I leave it on.
I leave it on, yeah.
It must be on. It's like having KFC without the skin.
What is that? What is that?
No.
So
People you need to love.
Yes.
You need to have chicken curry on the bone with the skin.
So people don't understand that when you're cooking a curry, the fat that you have in a curry is extremely important.
Yeah.
Water does carry flavor, but not as well as fat.
Yeah.
So when it comes to a curry and you want to carry all those spices through the notes of the rest of the gravy,
Yes.
it's got to be the fat. So that's my reason for keeping the fat on the chicken. And it makes all the difference for me.
And by the way, who's going to, be counting calories with
Yes.
that chicken curry? I'm sorry.
No,
Eh?
never, ever, no. Okay, spices are going in and it's smelling super aromatic.
Okay, now with our garlic.
Talk to me about the
Ginger.
ground spices you're using today.
Okay, so we're using some, roasted masala, some cumin, some coriander, and some turmeric. Right? A lot of people want to, add some garam masala, chili powder. It depends on how hot you want it.
Yeah, I'm a go hard person. I love the heat.
I love the heat. I need to work out the sweat when I'm eating that
A
curry.
bit of a,
I need
while
to,
you're eating.
and a little tissue going and go like, people saying, are you enjoying it? It's very nice, very nice. I love that.
There we go.
So, all your spices, and Chef Clem, you know how we do it here. We roast the spices. Because
Very
one thing I
important.
don't like about, when sometimes the people have a curry, then it's always, you get the taste of the spices on your tongue.
Yeah.
I can't deal.
And then what's to follow is some intense heartburn. So please do toast your spices. And again, that's where the oil comes in. You need enough oil in your pan when
Yes.
you're toasting your spices. If you don't even have oil, you actually end up burning the spices or blistering it, and it tends to taste bitter.
Bitter,
Yeah,
100%.
so don't do
and
that.
you need to continuously stir it as well,
Oh, it smells.
You know my
so
take on
good.
life.
Tell me.
When you need to cook or when you need to bake, you need to make love to the food.
Ooh, it's not even
Please
7
express
o'clock.
to people-
I agree.
No,
When I cook,
I can't deal with this.
No.
No. When you throw in the garlic and ginger, it needs to be with star.
Yes.
You know, when you add the salt, it needs to be with style.
Of course.
You know?
I do struggle to cook when I'm in a foul mood, which is almost never. Can you imagine me in a foul mood? No.
No, I can't.
Why? So the people that work in the kitchen are going, yes, in the background. We'll talk during the ad break, it's fine. But it's so true. The energy you give when cooking
100%.
comes through in the food that you create.
You can taste it, yeah.
Oh, and
So little advice to the housewives. You know, when you're angry, don't add the chili powder.
Oh.
I feel sorry for that
Or the
guy.
salt? Or the salt?
When the husband goes like, honey, the food is so salty. Are you in love? No, I'm not in love.
If anybody wants to know, last week on the Culinary hotline, we had Prosper in the kitchen. He's been eating salty food since last week, Wednesday. Sassy, I'll fill you in a little later.
Oh,
But
you have
Prosper
to.
is doing all right. He is fine. He is with us this morning, just in case you've been wondering what happened to him. Okay, things are smelling amazing. Clearly, your energy is amazing because it's smelling good. So what's next?
Okay, so now it's nicely roasted. You can smell it, right? It's not burning.
No, not at all.
It's roasted. Now we're going to add some water. And the reason why I do this is because I want the spices also to cook now in its own juices. And that gives a beautiful gravy.
Oh,
Am I right?
no, absolutely. And I do like that method of using the water as well.
Yes.
Kind of like,
Because you've roasted the spices now
Yes.
already.
oh, it smells amazing.
I know,
Okay.
just the way I do it.
When do you go in with the tomatoes?
I'm going to go in with the tomatoes right
Let me
now.
help you.
Yeah, go for
And
it.
we're also not browning off the chicken, which is another thing I don't do. When I do like a tandoori style, that's when I would
when you want
marinate the chicken,
and then you're going to,
char it off a bit,
Yeah, exactly.
into the curry. No, I like this. This is about the delicate flavors of the chicken coming through. The hero is actually the sauce.
Yeah, so now we have to check who's going to behave today, so we can offer them some of this beautiful curry.
There we go. So the chicken goes in, and how long? Chicken goes in, and then when do you add your potatoes?
So I let the chicken cook for like 5 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe just like 5-10 minutes, and then I add the potatoes. Sometimes when I want to be really, really fancy.
Oh, yes?
Like fancy, I will cook the chicken. When it's done, I'll take it out. Just put it aside for a
Okay.
while. Put in my potatoes, cook it till it's done, and then add my chicken again.
Trying that.
My
Now,
secret.
If you want to know what we're going to serve this curry with, I'll just tell them. We're making rotis from scratch, so don't go anywhere. More Culinary hotline bling
Ka-ching!
coming up.
Well, I'm telling you that right now it smells so good in studio. I can't wait to get involved with that chicken on the bone curry. But right now, let's go from food to fashion, because earlier on in the show, Graham asked you to help him decide between two refined comfort looks. Either a tropical twist on a city chic or a holiday-inspired look. Two options that were quite a challenge to choose between the two. But thank you so much for all of your comments across social media. Let's have a bit of a delve into them and see what Teresa has to say. Good morning, my beautiful, beloved Expresso fam. G-Man would look so great in option one, definitely. Okay, there's no doubt there. Fatima saying, good morning, lovely Expresso fam. Wishing Graham a stylish day. Option one it is for me. Okay, Fatima, let's see if Bocello agrees. Good morning, my favorite Expresso show family. Option one for Mr. Richard. Hashtag styled by Woolies. At this point, 3 different names for Graham, but all option one. D agrees. Since it's Wednesday, let's go with option one. Well, let's have a look. Mzansi, did he go for it? Did he not? Yes, baby. The
Did I have a
legs are
choice?
out.
Once the people have spoken, they have spoken. Absolutely
Graham,
love it. It's my
the
vibe.
calves are carving.
Thank you. I'll give you a little.
Thank you.
little
Can you
action.
just... Oh,
Action.
look at those.
No, I think viewers know me. They know my vibe.
Yeah.
They know what I'm comfortable in. I'll rock this all day, man.
I think
Absolutely
you look so
love
good.
it.
It's the way the shirt matches the shorts. It picks it up so beautifully as well. You look like an on-trend dad. Can I just
Thanks,
say
man.
that?
I like it. I'll
like
take
it?
it and I'll own it. Now, beautiful print. It's light. It's comfortable. It's versatile. Love it. And you did good. Thank you so much.
It also goes quite nicely from day to night.
Yeah, man, it's perfect for Cape Town for the season. It's perfect for me. Love it. I'm just willing the good weather on for us. Please just stay. No, absolutely love it. Thank you, guys. Your style is impeccable.
Yes,
well
it
done.
is. G-Man, Graham, Mr. Richard looks absolutely
take 'em all.
amazing today. Now, master the art of relaxed refinement with Woolworths Easy's wearing deck shorts and must-have tees as well, made using responsibly sourced cotton. Of course, you can shop it in-store, online, and also on the ad to look as good as the man himself.
Now, looking at the next stanza of the show, we're going to tackle weight problems, weight issues, but within, I think, a very susceptible group that is very trend-driven. We're going to look at varsity students and why this has become such a dominant, I would imagine, element in this space and what you can do about it, I think, mentally and physically.
Absolutely. There's something called the first-year spread that we all went through, and we definitely going to give you the
I've got a different name for it,
tools.
but I don't think it's breakfast TV ready. We're going to just leave
You
it
can
there.
tell me later, don't worry. Definitely have some tools for you in that regard. And then Jihan is here again. Now, the last time she put me through a grueling workout when it came to spinning, and we're back again, baby.
Gonna
with
pound.
The sticks.
You're gonna pound today.
We're pounding, and she said something like 450 squats in 40 minutes. I don't know. It was just too many squats in a very short space of time. So please wish me luck.
I'm just going to make myself scarce when this starts. Make yourself scarce. We'll see you now.
I'll see you now.
Your skin is thirsty for natural oils and moisture. With soothing triple oat complex, oat flour hydrates. Oat oil boosts ceramide levels and locks in moisture. Oat extract soothes itchy skin. Aveeno Skin Relief Moisturizing Lotion.
It's my feel-good breakfast show. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're on your Feel Good Breakfast Show on S3. And my lovely, here on Expresso, we love getting to the crux of the matter. And today I am talking about student wellness. We all know when you get to university, sometimes it can be really difficult, which sometimes, you know, it gets us to weight gain. And even having the term first-year spread, that's where it comes from. And my friend, I know that some of me and my friends, we were part of that. But this is why we're so glad we have our Medical Nutritional Institute family that is here to show us just how we can, in fact, help out our students in the best way possible. Ashley Smith, researcher from M&I, is joining us this morning to have this important conversation all about the wellness of our students. Hi, Ashley. How are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Ashley, I feel like this is something that we all go through. Should you go to university? Should you possibly be away from home? Because sometimes it can be really difficult to navigate, right? But when we talk about weight gain, why is it that we need to give it so much attention, particularly when it comes to the wellness of our students?
So two factors that contribute towards student weight gain is stress and poor sleep. Mental health definitely plays a role in weight gain. You could be feeling a bit lonely, you're missing home, you're struggling to adjust, and you can turn to food for comfort. But overwhelmingly, the major contributor to weight gain is increased sugar intake. And now as a student, you have have your newfound independence and you are responsible for making your own decisions. And this includes what you eat and when you eat it. And fast food becomes a really tempting and convenient source of food. And it's usually available 24/7. And then if you think about student life, it goes hand in hand with social engagements. So even if it's just meeting at a coffee shop for a study group or going out to a restaurant and then the partying and the clubs, the increased intake in sugary drinks and alcohol is also a contributing factor. We need to be aware that this increased sugar intake can lead to insulin resistance, and this puts your body in an exaggerated fat storage state, and it actually can make it very difficult for you to lose weight.
And I even remember all of those walks late at night because we were studying, so we'd go and get more snacks and all of these different things. So you're so right about that, and it's a complete change from having had, you know, someone who helped you navigate that to now genuinely being on your own. So I think it's so lovely that you guys have all of these different ways in which you're here to say, students, we want to help. So how is M&I helping?
So we believe that the starting point is knowledge. You need to know how your body works, you need to know your health goals, and then you also need to realize that your health plan needs to be a lifestyle. At M&I, we offer comprehensive information as well as lifestyle support on our website. We explain medical conditions so that you can educate yourself, and then we have our insulin-friendly Cape meal plan and our exercise routines, and you can download these for free off our website. And then M&I has also developed Antaglin. And Antaglin is a safe and effective product, and it's backed by 20 years of medical research. Antaglin targets insulin resistance as the underlying cause of your weight problems, and it also targets various biochemical pathways involved in the input, output, and processing of sugars. So it prevents your body from absorbing all the sugars that you get from your diet. It also helps your body to burn those sugars more effectively as energy, and then it helps you to get rid of or excrete the excess sugars, which is really good news for weight loss because excess sugar is converted to fat and that's how it's stored. So you can get Antaglin at your nearest pharmacy or you can get it online at mnilifestyle.co.za.
Beautiful. I always say to you guys, Ashley, that if I had had something like even Antaglin, I think things would have been so different. So thank you so much for helping out the youngsters the way that you do.
Thank you.
It is M&I making sure that that transition from high school into university is indeed a lot easier than it should be, my friend. And this is why we say that it is all about the wellness of our students. And when we talk about weight gain, it can be really difficult, but now there is a way to make sure that there is healthy weight management for everyone, and particularly our young ones. It is M&I and Expresso. Right about now, though, make sure you don't go anywhere. You're still on your Feel Good Breakfast show.
Well, get ready right now for something so exciting. I'm a newbie when it comes to this, but if it comes to Jahan, she definitely is going to get us going when it comes to different kind of fitness and moving our bodies just a little bit more. It's an electrifying jam session that we're about to embark on, you and I. So clear some space in your room, in your lounge, wherever it may be. And this pound workout combines cardio, strength training, and also plyometrics, which is something I need to find out about, all set to your favorite beats. So grab the drumsticks and let's hit the rhythm to an energizing full body experience. Jahan, plyometrics.
Oh my God, it's so amazing.
Tell me more. What is this?
So firstly, this is going to burn, but a lot.
Okay.
So you basically do, after 45-minute class, but you do 500 squats. So you go from lunges to glutes to legs. Girl, your body is ripped after this.
We love it. We're getting summer ready with Jahan Abrams. If you don't know, now you know. She's a personal trainer and business owner of SIWC Strong Squad for Women, and she joins us this morning to put my butt through a workout.
There you go.
All right, Jahan, where do we even begin?
So first, when you take the sticks, you want to hold them, place your thumb on the top. Ah, my song.
The music
We can't
is
dance, but we
starting.
can do it with this.
Okay.
So you tap, and then you feel the beat.
Hey, hey.
So pull down, now you work your shoulders. So up, down, watch your form, arms,
Oh.
5,
Forgot I was working
4,
out for a second.
3, 2, and then you go down, up, down, up. Girl, lower. Are you feeling it here?
I am feeling it.
So 5,
You weren't joking.
4, 3, 2. So one leg straight, one leg bent. There we go. Open your legs. Well done.
Okay.
And into the middle, so you stay low. To the beat.
Telling me I got no rhythm.
5, 4, 3, 2, and side, 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 side.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh my gosh. I feel the
Walk it out. How are you feeling?
I feel it. That's all I'm telling you right now. You
Five,
weren't joking about the
four,
squats.
3, 2, 1. This is tricky, right?
Okay.
Your turn.
Okay.
Down, up. Faster, and there we go. And to the middle. How's the quads?
They're quadding. I can tell you that much. This
And to the top.
fun. Hey. Okay.
You can twerk if you want.
Not on breakfast TV.
Chest. So pull back.
Okay, so full
And
body
in.
workout too.
Yes. And then you go side, side. Good girl.
Thank you. I like the encouragement. I need it.
And then you pull to the back. Now double up, back. So this is a back workout now.
Yes. Endorphins. Come.
5, 4, 3, 2, down, up.
Oh,
So just the one side.
to one side.
So leg straight, lower back. Change sides and change. Good job.
Thank you.
And down, down. Now lift your arms. Squat, squat,
Like I'm not
squat.
moving fast enough.
And now.
This feels like some sort of martial
5,
art.
4, 3, 2, middle. Change. There we go, you got it. Middle, down. As the hamstring.
I don't even know if I can answer you right now. Do I have breath in my lungs is the question.
Up. How you
Wow, that was incredible. One man that I want to see do this is Graham. Does he have rhythm?
No, he's done it with me before.
Well, look at that. If Gray can do it and I can do it, you can definitely do it. We'll get to part 2 after the break.
Well, we've proven we can do it in the lounge. Maybe we'll do it in the kitchen. Maybe we'll do it in the music block. We don't know, but you can do it anywhere. John's going to stick around, and hopefully Carissa can make it through round 2. Absolutely proud of you, girl. Well done. My back is groaning just watching you. Absolutely brilliant way to get moving, and it doesn't matter where you are. Then, of course, with not 1 but 2 new releases that they're releasing at the same time, we just can't wrap our head around it. Poor Steve are back. The boys are here to explain what they are doing this summer, and of course, bring their energy, and it's coming in spades. You better get warmed up on both fronts. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And we're back. Yes, we've wiped the sweat off our brow. Hopefully you've grabbed some water because we're going to get back into a fitness routine with Jihan. That was just a warm-up, actually. Let's get into the real stuff.
That was like the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, my God. I was hoping you would just... Okay, no. Let's get into it. Let's get focused. We've got this. Okay, Jihan,
So,
where are we going?
Time to lunge.
Lunge?
Yes.
Yes.
So let's do this.
Okay.
So you're gonna
And
tap
you
on the
stay there,
side.
okay.
You stay, you don't move. Hold it there.
Oh,
I'm listening to the beat. There we go.
we found it.
Now you pulse.
Oh, my God.
And down. Now stay low, don't pulse.
Ooh. My legs are
Pulse,
shaking.
pulse, pulse, and side, side, side. Down. How's the legs?
They shake.
Okay, I'll change.
Woo, girl.
Ready?
Yeah.
Down. Watch your form and down. No pulsing. Breathe. Now. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Side, 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 and up.
Oh, that burns.
Time for
Okay.
a sumo squat. Are you ready?
Yes.
Toes out. So cross. Now on top. Pull back. Change side. Now. Down. Up. Cross the sticks on top. 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay low. Woo. Pulses. And up.
My quads
Up.
have never worked out like this before.
How's the bums?
The bum is okay.
You ready to do it with one leg?
Okay.
So one leg back. Now, up. Keep going. And 1, 2, 3. Straight leg. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Change side. So you want to squeeze your glutes.
Okay.
Ready? Now, up, up. Are we breathing? I don't see you breathing.
I'm trying.
Okay,
I'm
down.
concentrate.
Good job. Down, 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 down.
Ooh. Let's go. John, can we actually hit 6? That was fantastic. I'm going to try to be pushed through a little bit more right now, but I think we need a bit of a break. I'm going to grab juice for the both of us.
Oh, thank you.
We need a little bit of a cheers. Because we went through everything right now along with you. So thank you for joining us for our fitness moment this morning. We're going to take a sip of this. Cheers, Jihan.
Cheers.
And Graham has got your news.
Pound for pound, she's still the champ, baby. Absolutely brilliant. Well done, girl. That's how you throw your colleague under the bus. Jihan, we love you. Well, of course, coming to you just a little bit early, we've got a jam-packed news to get through. So let's dive right in and start with our national news here in South Africa. To address poor literacy levels among children, Basic Education Minister Saviwe Gwarube has emphasized the need for mother tongue education. An international reading literacy study revealed that 81% of grade 4 learners in South Africa struggle to read with comprehension by age 10. Gwarube noted that although the Constitution guarantees the right to education in one's mother's tongue, instruction is mainly in English and Afrikaans, as we know, despite having 12 official languages, disadvantaging learners whose mother tongue is indigenous. And Gwarube added this at the Heritage Day commemorations in Johannesburg yesterday, aligning with Literacy Month. Think about what you can do in your space with your child. Now, let's stay with the South South African connection, but abroad, as President Cyril Ramaphosa met with South African-born entrepreneur Elon Musk in New York yesterday, following his engagement with U.S. business leaders to boost South Africa's economy. Ramaphosa is in the U.S. for the UN General Assembly, which he is set to address. The long-anticipated meeting with Musk was held behind closed doors, and Ramaphosa later described it as positive. Discussions focused on critical mineral value chains in the country, highlighting South Africa's mineral deposits as a potential driver for inclusive growth. And more talks are likely to follow. Well done, President. Now, let's stay on the international news front. And sadly, the death toll from a recent wave of attacks on Hezbollah targets in Lebanon has now risen to 558, including 50 children and 94 women, with over 1,800 individuals injured in the process. The Israeli army stated that it conducted these attacks as part of an intensified military operation against Hezbollah, aiming to ensure the safety of Israeli citizens in the north. Yesterday morning, Hezbollah announced that it had launched several attacks on Israeli military targets, while Israel claims to have intercepted most missiles that were fired. Damage to buildings in some areas has been reported. Now, a little closer to home, Zambia's President Hakainde Hichilema has suspended 3 top judges over alleged judicial misconduct, leading to accusations of political interference. So in 2016, these judges dismissed Hichilema's petition challenging former President Edgar Lungu's election victory and participated in a controversial ruling allowing Lungu to run in the 2021 elections, despite having served 2 terms. Political tensions are escalating ahead of the 2026 elections, understandably, while Hichilema and Lungu are expected to face each other once again. The judges were scheduled to rule on whether Lungu could contest those elections, so we can understand the agenda underpinning it. Now, let's temper that news with a beautiful story about Pesto, a massive baby penguin at Sea Life in Melbourne's, and that's their aquarium. He's taking the internet by storm. At just 9 months old, this fluffy king penguin, he is the king, already weighing in at an impressive 21 kilograms, far surpassing the usual size for his species, known for his hearty appetite. Again, understandably, Pesto munches down some 25 fish a day, delighting guests and online fans alike. I'm sure he has an account already. His oversized, fuzzy brown baby feathers make him a standout as well, and he recently made headlines with a gender reveal party confirming that he is a boy. An aquarium staff credits his dad, Blake, for Pesto's healthy genes, calling him a bit of a ladies' man as well. With millions of TikTok views, Pesto has truly waddled his way into the hearts of many. And if he's there to raise awareness around the plight of his incredible species, we are all for it. Well done, Pesto. Let's get into those sporting headlines. He's back and with a bang. Let's kick it off with rugby news, and this is the news we wanted. Eben Etzebeth is set to make history as the most capped Springbok ever when he starts in the crucial Rugby Championship decider up against Argentina in Nelspruit this Saturday. And it is, of course, going to decide the Rugby Championship title. So in a revamped lineup, Jaden Hendricks and Mani Lebok, they pair as starting halfbacks for the first time. I think we know what Russie's trying to do there. In fact, Russie has made 9 changes to the squad, including the return of some heavyweights, Rugby World Cup veterans like Bongi Mbonambi, Frans Malherbe, Cheslin Colby, Damien Dalandi, and Sia Khaleesi also resuming the captaincy as well. And I know he will love being out there with his brother at arms on such a special occasion. Well done, Eben. Now let's turn to football, and they seem unstoppable already. Mamelodi Sundowns continued their perfect start to the 24-25 PSL season with a dominant 4-1 victory over Marumo Gallants. That was at Loftus. So Tashreeq Matthews, Ikram Reyners, Lucas Ribeiro and Spilele Nkulise all finding the back of the net as the reigning champs. They comfortably outclassed their opponents from Limpopo, sending out a message to the rest of the field. Now let's cast our gaze a little further afield, and UEFA, it seems, have announced that Milan will not host the 2027 Champions League final due to uncertainties surrounding renovation plans for the San Siro Stadium. So with Milan unable to guarantee the stadium's availability, UEFA has has now reopened the bidding process for a new venue, so we'll watch that space. A decision will be made by mid-2025. The 2026 final will be taking place in Budapest. And then on to Formula One, that has seen some pretty big moves already this year, and it gets even more contentious. So Red Bull's head of race strategy, Will Courtney, is making a high-profile move to join McLaren as their new sporting director. Courtney, a pivotal figure at Red Bull for the past 20 years, a big part of their journey, will report directly to McLaren's racing director, Randeep Singh. And his departure marks another significant loss for the Red Bull team, following, of course, the recent exit of star designer Adrian Newey, who left to join Aston Martin as their managing technical partner. So while Courtney's switch to McLaren has been confirmed, the exact timing does still remain uncertain, as his contract with Red Bull reportedly runs up until mid-2026, but maybe both sides of that coin wanting to write off this year just now. But that's where we leave our sporting headlines for now. Hopefully the traffic on the road's not quite as competitive.
Thank you, G-Man. Let's get into your first bit of traffic for this morning. Well, in Germiston and Gauteng, there's congestion on the N3 northbound before Galilee's interchange, with delays of up to 9 minutes expected. Do, of course, allow for added travel time and plan your route accordingly before you head out your home. And then we head to Kales River in the Mother City. Delays are being experienced on the R300 northbound at the N1 inbound ramp, so please maintain a safe following distance and, of course, drive safely. There also is reports of fog, so make sure that you keep your following distance and also your lights on as you head on out. That's where we leave your roads. Let's head into your weather. Agri-Western Cape reports that recent heavy rains and flooding have filled dam levels, ensuring water security for farmers during the dry season. However, the flooding has caused significant damage to farming infrastructure and to produce. To mitigate future flooding damage, authorities emphasize the importance of keeping rivers clean and also implementing maintenance plans. Meanwhile, the Western Cape Department of Infrastructure is developing a transversal maintenance management plan to address road and river management and protect agricultural land. This comprehensive approach is crucial for safeguarding livelihoods and also infrastructure amid increasingly unpredictable weather. Now, before we leave your weather, we've got to check in with that sunrise view of the hour. This one from Edehana out in Vierfontein. And look at that. Sometimes I wonder how we get this for free. Mahala verniet. Look at that gorgeous view. The colors of the sunrise are really just... they make me so happy, and they definitely guarantee a great Wednesday ahead. So thank you so much for sending that through from Vierfontein. For now, though, do remember to send your morning views with us on 0634088863. We delve into that just after 8 o'clock, and let's have a final look at your temperatures.
Now our curry is ready and smelling absolutely amazing. We need something to mop up all that delicious sauce. So whether you call it roties or roties, we make it after the break from scratch. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back with some more culinary hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting.
There are stories of creators, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. I love it. In the heat of battle, this is the best part about my job, is I get to connect with the most incredible musical outfits in this country. It's a privilege that I do not take lightly. And since their debut in the music industry, the very popular South African band Oxtail has shown that they are not only unique and very unique, but also determined to push boundaries. And this spring, they continue this trend with the simultaneous release of 2 brand new songs that highlight very different aspects of the band's versatility, and I cannot wait for you to hear them. In fact, let's give you just a little sneak peek or sneak listen, if you will. Take a listen.
Daai gitaar, eerste note, soos 'n badkaart 'n hart gebroke. Ons sweer, ons kom terug.
Yo, cometh the bass, cometh the man. I want that bass man. Lead singer and guitarist James Bullitt, Nick Jordan, of course, the rhythm guitarist, singer, an old friend of our show, and Emil Gopal, bass guitarist. And we've got a few gents in the background. Campbell, I know, is here. The other Nick is here as well. And we brought in a new brass section into the band. I love that. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for being here. I know for rock stars, bona fide rock stars is really early. So early, I know, and I get that, man. And I think all of you were looking at the exercise routine, understanding how we dodged a bullet this morning. So we're going to be okay. James, loving the sound. I've got to ask you guys, because I think this is where we're all at. We're all in one industry, and we all rise together, and we all help each other get back up very much after COVID. And I think artists represent the best part of that journey for me. So how are you guys? How's the band? Because it looks like there's a lot of positive energy there right now, man.
A week of gigs, but it's great. We're very blessed. We've been busy. The album's going great. So enjoying a little Cape Town tour, which is
as you
really
must,
cool.
You got to sink your teeth in. We want new music. We want it twice over. Talk us through where the band is at right now, Nick. What was the rationale between? Did you just have so much on the catalogue that you got to get out there? What's the rationale? Because this is speaking volumes about the versatility of the band.
I guess we in 2022 we released our first album, and that for us the Reception World won us Summer for best pop album, which was great, and it gave us the drive to try and do it again. To write more music and do another complete album, which we've done now, we've released and we're very proud of, and we hopefully are going to be nominated again. And from that, we've been able to build a lekker vibey party set, you know, that we can perform every time.
It feels like, for me, I would imagine the magic happens on stage, especially with a collaborative effort like this, where there are so many influences coming into it. Is it the same when you're creating music, when you're recording music, or is there one draconian leader who steps up and says, this is the song, this is how it's going to sound? Talk us through how the creative inner workings play out.
The Oxtail team is a very cool collaborative team, so it's all of us. So it starts off with an idea, whether it's from one person or another, and we all get in a room. There's a lot of us, and we all have different tastes, different backgrounds. Some of us are super well educated and learned it in jazz. Some are just dumb guys.
I'm trying to see who you're looking at. Who's looking at who?
And even though we're an Afrikaans band, I think this might be our first full English interview ever.
Yes. Really?
Which is amazing.
I will take that honour with everything that it comes with. I would have liked to have given you an Afrikaans interview. That could have been hilarious for a different...
But the cool thing is blending the Afrikaans vibe and vocab, and it's such a beautiful language with all of our background in English, jazz, whatever it is, English pop, bringing that together gives us such a unique kind of standing in the game.
Well,
really cool.
Well, can we just say it out loud? You get Afrikaans pop, you get Afrikaans rock, you get Afrikaans grunge. It is not Afrikaans music. It's a language.
Absolutely. People often say, oh, you do Afrikaans music, but I mean, that's like saying English music.
Well then, yes, I do that. I suppose it does. I was joking about the fact that most of my muso friends seem to be the healthiest mentally than you've ever been, because you get to process with a kalfoot gunners, and that shows you the level of Afrikaans there. This gives you guys an opportunity to go back into your own childhood. Talk us through the motivation for this song.
Yeah, you know, we always say if somebody says, so what's sports stuff, what's the music, you've got to listen to at least 2 songs because one side of us is very deep, you know, the lyrics mean a lot to us. So like Half for Guinness is about growing up, you know, and just being carefree, and we forget that sometimes. We grow up and like life happens.
I've got kids, so I'm trying desperately to reclaim that, man.
So yeah, that's a feeling that we want to bring through in the song, and I think we achieved it pretty well.
Yeah, I think so. I think kids today are like really stuck to screens these days, you know, and they're like not playing outside as much as they used to. And I think we didn't have that luxury when we were small.
Well, the problem is they're stuck to their screens watching their favourite bands play on TikTok and Reels, okay? Yeah, that's okay, as long as they stand outside when they do it. You guys seem to be in a very good space, but I think the most important thing is you're creating unbelievable, award-winning music. I'm just going to put it out there because I think that's the train that you guys are on. But we've got some beautiful performances coming from Postaf this morning. I don't know why I have to say it like that every time I say it, with extra chutzpah and meaning. But these guys are in a different level at the moment, and I'm beginning to understand that there is a lot of love and positive energy informing where they are. Cannot wait for you to get the plug in just a moment. Stick around.
And we're back in the kitchen, taking on what I am sure is going to be a labour of love, but well worth it. We're making roties or rotis, and it's going to be amazing. Home-baked, always amazing, always best.
In this case, it's going to be a roti.
A roti. Okay, now don't forget, if you want to have your say, if you want to ask any questions, asking Sassy or myself, send a voice note through to 0634088863, and also let us know what you did yesterday and what you ate on your very special Heritage Day. Rotis, let's do this.
Coming up.
Look, the thing about rotis, like, I'm not gonna lie, I do buy them.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, you got to really mean to make rotis when you do make it.
Yes.
But home-baked is
the
always...
labour of love.
Homemade is always best.
It's the best. It's always the best.
Let's start.
Okay.
Which is basically making our dough, right?
Yeah. Can you take instructions?
Sometimes.
Pull up them sleeves.
Sometimes.
Pull up
Here
them
we go.
sleeves.
Okay. So we got flour.
We got flour.
The ingredients look simple. It looks easy, but it's the technique, right?
It's definitely the technique, and that's where a lot of people get it wrong. You know, it's. A lot of people say, "Oh, I do my rotis like this," and can you teach me? But I always say you need to watch me in action.
Yeah, it's a kind of that's the way to pick it up.
Yeah,
and it's a feel
It's
thing.
a recipe that you can share. But you know, you need to watch me.
You need to watch. Okay, cool. So.
Okay.
Flour.
Let's dig in flour, pinch of salt. Not too salty, Clem. Yeah, there we go.
You know I like salt. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Stop.
Salt in.
Now with your water, add your water.
And I'm going to say it's room temperature water.
Room temperature. Always make sure that you can always add more flour, but not more water.
There we go. So we started with a little bit of water first.
No, more water.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay, now you use your spoon and just feel the texture for me.
The oil comes later. The oil,
Yes.
and that's what I love about rotis is the process of kneading and working it is not on a floured surface.
Yes.
It's on oil.
100%.
And again, we just like testament to the fat today, but that is part of the effect of how you get that beautiful texture.
You can add some more.
Again, this I like. This is my feel.
Nice and mushy.
So once we get it nice and mushy.
Yes. Now you're going to dig in.
Okay.
Okay.
So at this
Sleeves
point,
up.
Would you let it rest or go straight into it?
No, go straight into it.
Okay.
Do you know the men are hungry? They need to eat.
They need to eat. But the thing about rotis you don't make. It's not a quick thing.
No,
Like,
it's not really a quick thing. But I mean, if you're as fast as what I am, it should take you literally 10 minutes. Boom.
And if you're not doing it in 10 minutes, you're not trying hard enough. Okay, I'm just joking. Okay, so here we go. So we've got our dough. So now the dough's going to be turned out. Are we working in the bowl?
No, you can turn it out. Add some flour to your surface.
There we go. Turning out the dough.
There we go. Turning out the dough. There we go. Okay.
And boom.
Fantastic.
Right.
So add some more flour. Add some more flour.
Look at me working like a... There we go.
You're working like a pro, chef.
Am I?
You're working like a pro.
All right, cool. So now we're going to start kneading.
There we go.
And like you said, it's very sticky. Are we going to keep on working it until it's not sticky, or are we going to try and
I don't want the dough to be dry. It needs to be a little bit sticky, so nice, soft and pliable.
Okay.
Right? And that makes for a nice roti that's going to be flaky.
There we go. So we're just working it.
Working it.
So this is going to come together in a beautiful dough ball. It's going to rest. And then
Yes.
it's going to end up looking like that.
Like that, yeah.
So when we get that, how long does it actually take once you've kneaded it, once you got to that state, do you then rest it or are we still just going?
No, just go,
This. I like this. We don't rest for rotis. No, okay, cool.
No.
So you got your beautiful dough.
And once your dough is like, I should add some little bit of oil to this. But once your dough is like this, can you see it's more like, it's a pliable dough. It's a little bit sticky, right? And this is what makes a nice, soft and flaky roti. People sometimes try to add way too much flour. So once your roti is at this stage, right? I always tell the females, make a roti when you're really upset, darling, because what it needs, it's that.
Do it.
You can do it.
No,
Can I do it?
Let me get out the way. Go.
You knock
Yes.
it, yeah? And you knock it, and there we go. And there we go. There's your roti.
Someone gave us a nice yo in the background. I like it. Okay, cool.
And there's your roll.
There we go. So once you've got that smacked down, you've got your roll.
Down.
What's the next step?
Then we're going to just cut it into whatever size you want, like that. And there's your ball. So you're going to flour your surface, do that. And this is the time when you're going to start with the rolling phase.
Okay, let me clear some space.
Okay, let's create some space.
I'm back. Okay, cool.
I'm going to let you do this.
We're going to start cutting and shaping.
So we're going to do a few like this, right? So this is your roll?
Yes.
Nice and thick, okay?
I'm okay.
Add some flour.
I can do this. And while we're busy
do that.
doing this, we have a voice note from Nelly.
Yes.
Let's have a listen to what Nelly has to say.
Hello, Nelly.
Good morning, Expresso fam.
Good morning.
My name is Nelly, living in Zuma training. I just want to know from Sassy Bakes that how to prevent the rotis when you're making them.
Yeah.
Against being dry. I just want to know from her.
Nelly's got that Heritage Day public holiday energy that I'm carrying on as well.
Yes.
She was so chilled about it. We got there in the end though. How do you prevent your rotis going dry?
Going dry. It's just like I said, Nelly, don't add too much flour. You can always make sure that your consistency of your water, like you can see, it was a soft paste.
It's very pasty, yeah.
It's very pasty. Now you work your flour through gradually.
Okay.
So if it's something that you're doing for the first time, gradually add your flour. That will determine you not adding too much flour.
There we go. And I also think it's that step that we're going to get a little later when we start rolling it. And again, how we're not rolling it on flour, we're rolling it on oil.
Yes.
And that's going to also help in keeping your roti and pastry deliciously moist. Actually, flaky, crispy, and delicious, but not dry.
100%.
There we go. Okay, so
Are you ready?
I didn't do my job. There we go. So let me grab this over here.
Do it.
I'm going to keep on cutting the pieces. And then, so now we've got our rolled out pieces of, we got our dough portioned
So this is
out.
what we're going to do.
Okay.
Right? Some flour. This is now your ball.
Right.
Remember, once your balls are like those, you're going to add them a little bit of flour at the bottom just to keep them from sticking. Now you're going to do the rolling method, right? Don't worry if it sticks a little bit to your rolling pin. That's a good sign. If it doesn't stick, you should worry.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, so now you can see, Chef.
I'm just gonna.
There. Some people use their hands.
Thank you, because that's the option I have now. Because you know, budget cuts, rolling pins. Apparently, they're expensive nowadays.
Yeah. So we're gonna go in with the butter.
The whole food team at the back, ashamed right
I just
now.
want to say,
yes.
Please don't count calories.
No.
And I want some real butter.
There we go.
Sassy only uses real butter.
And do you go salted or do you go unsalted?
Doesn't matter.
There we go.
Now we're going to do the rolling. You use your thumb, like that, and this is the method, right? There we're doing the roll. So you've got your roll like that, and now you're going to play with it. 1, 2, 3, skip, 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 skip.
Love,
Got
love,
it?
love.
Okay. From that side, and there we're forming the.
Nice.
Voila. Can you do that?
I love that Carissa was taking notes so intensely. So I said that's absolutely amazing. Okay, I'm going to keep on rolling.
Yeah, you keep on rolling. So when we're at this stage of the roti, what we're going to do is you're going to add some oil to your hand and you're going to rub it all over the roti. So when you're rolling it out for the stage of frying it, darling,
Tell me more.
Then you know it's ready. We don't even need oil in the pan.
I'm so impressed
And
by
that's what you call a sassy routine.
Wow. Wow.
I love me a sassy roti. I also buy mine because this is really, like you said, a labor of love. That's beautiful.
Thank you,
And you
babe.
know what's great about Sassy Bakes? She's going to stick around for something sweet because it's Sassy Bakes for a reason. We're getting into a vanilla tray bake cake.
Yes. We're going some old school. We're doing old school, you know?
I love that.
The tray
I think
bake.
there has been a theme of tradition, old school here, teaching the youngins how to do things and carry on that legacy. I'm here for it. Also, love her energy. Please, you must be back here every week. Okay, not only that, we're going to get into baby talk, where we talk all things to do with your baby's first bath time routine. What do you have to do? What sort of equipment do you need? What preparation do you need to get into? We've got you covered when it comes to that. Babies, food, everything on your Feel Good Breakfast show. They're going to show me how to do this, and we'll see you after this.
Win with the Tastemaster Junior and Clover. Watch this week's show and bake a savory pie from scratch using your favorite Clover products. Upload it to socials by replying to the competition post using hashtag the Tastemaster Junior and hashtag Clover Made with Love. You could win a KitchenAid Classic Stand Mixer plus a Clover hamper. Don't miss the Tastemaster Junior, Tuesday evenings at 7, repeat Wednesdays at 1 and Sundays at 4 p.m. Only on SABC2. Clover, made with love.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso here in S3. And from the tender moments of your baby's first bath to establishing a bath time routine, each interaction becomes a treasured memory. Today, we have the pleasure of giving you the insight you need for these precious moments as we tackle everything from the first bath to creating a routine with Johnson's baby. And to guide us through is our favorite health and lifestyle programs trainer, Siliziwe Tyoku, who is here to give us a step-by-step demo for you. First-time parents, this is your chance. Siliziwe, nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you in this mode here, okay? But let's look at the table. I feel like everything has been set out, and is that a first step for getting baby ready for bath time? And maybe a parental routine is to get everything set out.
Yes. So as you can see, you already have your products laid out. You already have Sbu ready and the water ready. Ensure that baby is in a warm room. Ensure that you never leave baby alone. That is a safety rule, that you have to be with baby at all times.
But now let's talk about some of our first steps. So we've got the room ready, everything's prepped.
We're going to start with the face first. So you're going to need cotton wool, 3 pieces of cotton wool,
right.
1 for each eye, and then you're going to need some warm water. So as you are dipping into the warm water,
Yes.
you're going to go from the inside of the eye to the outside, and then you're going to do the same with the other eye.
Okay.
And then with the third cotton wool, you're going
Right.
to do the face. And don't forget the folds. Into the water, you wash the face, and then you're going to get into the folds of baby's necks, and you discard.
When you are dipping the cotton wool into the water itself, obviously we want to make sure that the water is ready to go. Are there any tests we can do?
So you would then use your inner wrist. So then you would put the inner wrist into the water,
Yes.
and you would check the temperature of the water.
That's brilliant, and then we know it's ready to go. Love that. So now that we've done the necessary, it's time for the hair. of the baby. Is there a way that we can get this sorted out for the baba?
Yes, so now you're going to be using a safety grip. So then you're going to grab baby just underneath and then over the head, and you're going to make sure that baby is underneath your armpit.
Right.
Almost like a rugby ball when you're holding the baby and you're balancing the head.
Okay, this is incredible.
But then we're going to be using our top to toe. You can also use our golden shampoo also, but if you use shampoo, please use the bath soap.
Okay, this is great. So now I see you got the top to toe over
Yes, so
here.
then you're going to
All
use
right.
your top to toe.
There we go.
And then you're going to put it and you're going to gently cleanse. And then you're going to rinse it off. And then you can put sport down with the same safety grip. Make sure you're holding the head. And then you're going to gently pat and make sure that you dry off Busiso's head.
And I'm glad this is very, very gentle as well, which is great.
And then now we're going to do the nappy area.
All right.
Yes, so you're going to take a wipe and then you're going to gently wipe baby, just prevent any infection. You wipe
Okay.
from the top downwards, and then you're going to discard of the wipe afterwards. You can now cleanse baby. Yes, you cleanse baby outside. So you're top to toe, just one squeeze goes a long way. And then now you're going to cleanse baby nice. And as you can see, you're rubbing and massaging.
Now let's talk about how we hold the baby, because now obviously baby is slippery because you've given the baby a cleanse. What are some of the hacks here that we need to consider?
So when you're holding your safety grip, you're going to hold the arm and right under the bottom by the thigh.
Okay.
Make sure that the head is on your arm. This is a nice grip for baby and they are nice and safe, and then you can
Great.
put them in the water.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So are there any techniques in actually lathering and bathing?
Yes, so you need to make sure that baby's head is rested on your arm like how mine is, and you are holding baby's arm.
Yes.
And then you're going to use your free hand to rinse off the cleanser. Then as you are cleansing, baby senses are also being activated and they are smelling and there's bubbles and they're enjoying the water. This is a nice way for you to ensure that baby is safe and also enjoying bath time. And then once you use the same safety grip to get out of the tub.
Right.
And then you make sure baby is facing you, and then you dry up baby. Yes, so when you're drying baby, you make sure that you get into all the folds and that baby is nice and dry. So then Sbo now is going to be feeling a bit irritated, and then you're going to just be like, Sbo, okay, the water, we're out of the water now, just to soothe them. And then you're going to clean the cord.
So what are the things we need to consider for cord care?
Yes, so then you're going to need another piece of cotton wool.
Right.
And then you're going to also use it in warm water.
Okay.
And then you're going to dip it in warm water, and then you're going to clean the cord, or you can use breast milk.
And this is clean water, not the bath water,
Not the
right?
bath water, because you don't want soap on the cord. And then breast milk is good because of the antibodies in the breast milk will assist the baby. Yes. And then once that is done, we are now going to moisturize baby. We are going to use our Johnson's Aqueous Cream, which has up to 24 hours of moisture.
Huh. Okay.
Yes. Now, when you're putting back on the nappy, make sure that the cord is outside of the nappy, because we want to keep it dry so it can fall off quicker.
Okay.
Yes. And then also, you can also use our Johnson's Baby Oil. It's also a good moisturizer as an option.
I'm learning so much here.
Yes.
And I thought I've been through this, but you know what? You learn, and I think learning is so important. So thank you so much for sharing this bath time, because I think what you've mentioned here, it's about connection.
Yes.
It's about routine.
Yes.
It's about getting yourself prepared. But I think the bonding is very, very important. And more importantly, the entire process, once you've got this down a couple of times, it does promote a certain confidence in a parent.
Parents, yes, and
which is really
caregivers.
great.
And it makes you feel like a great parent because you are bonding and you're communicating with the baby, and you're getting the cues that, okay, baby is ready for bath time.
I have seen these incredible leaflets in the stores as well, which is great. So I think that all the information that you require would definitely be in here if you do need anything else. But Siliziwe, this is wonderful. It really was. And it inspired confidence. So if you're a new parent and you watched all of that, I think you can give it a try with confidence this evening. You've got this. Navigating through the joys and challenges of parenthood can be difficult, but it's in the simple things like a bath time that serves as a reminder of the enduring love and connection between yourself and your baby.
Absolutely beautiful. Feeling broody?
Yeah, oh my God. I've been feeling broody since I was 24.
She was
Doesn't
like,
stop.
where's the real baby? Bring in the real baby. Okay, there's a reason why we use a model. Absolutely awesome. Hopefully that answered a lot of your questions, especially if you're a new parent. Beautiful journey. Some of the most magical moments you have are there, just bathing or changing a nappy, doing those little things. Absolutely love it. But lest we forget, we've got the rest of the show to delve into, and stay for ya. And they're ready to perform not one, but two incredible songs, because that's what they're about. If they're going to drop something, they're going to drop it twice.
Yeah,
and
they're
we
gonna go
love
big.
it. And then, of course, we've got someone very sassy. I can feel the sassiness emanating from this side of the studio. Come here, Miss Sassiness. Look,
Yes,
she can't even
Miss
walk normally. She has to be
Sassy
sassy.
I love it. It's the hair flip for me. We've got beautiful ingredients in front of us. Gray and I were actually talking about hair sochies and how the jam with the coconut reminds us of that.
Come on.
Tray bake cake.
This was the easiest thing for our parents to bake at that time. Simple ingredients. And, you know, jam was like Nutella.
Yeah,
Let's just face it. Right?
It was. The sugar content got us.
Yeah, and the
good.
coconut was like white chocolate shavings.
Completely.
Heritage, it reminds me of my school days, and it was the best cake in its time.
Ooh,
I think it's going to be the best cake in our time, to be quite honest. Absolutely beautiful. We'll see you now. Can I just taste?
Feel the spring in your step without worrying about allergies cramping your style.
That's right. This season, that's a thing of the past with Allergex Non-Drowsy and Expresso's spring competition.
Yeah, giving you a chance to win 2,000 Rand each week. Simply answer the weekly questions on Expresso's Facebook, X, and Instagram pages and include the hashtag Allergex Non-Drowsy in your answer. T's and C's apply.
Ek sal veg vir die reg, my lief. Dis jy en ek sien net jou skoonheid. Die kaart van jou lyf. Here en gedig toe hy jou konture uitskryf. Ons liefde was jong, onskuldig soos skaam. Nou sien die horizon wat dans op die oseaan. Die na die son kan verdwijn en die maan in die nacht ophou skyn. Maar die na maak woorde rein. Dis my syde kruis in die hemel. En los her waar jy gaan, my siel wil. Tot sal hou wat van jou. Een lewe vol oorvloed. Ons loop hand in hand.
Yeah, that's the first song.
Die seisoene.
Okay.
Die kaart van jou lyf. Die Here en gedig toe hy jou konture uitskryf. Ons liefde was jong, onskuldig soos skaam. Nou is dit die horizon wat dans op die oseaan.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to the kitchen for another installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling! It is our third and final session with you, Sassy. We've got a delicious chicken on the bone curry. We've got our roties, which we're going to fry up in a second. But now we're going to get into a delicious tray bake cake, which for me is like more iconic than the round cake. This was a cake you went to school with when it was your birthday.
This is pure nostalgia.
This is absolute nostalgia. Vanilla. We're going to go with apricot and coconut. Also, nostalgic. I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
If you have any voice notes for us, send it through to 063-408-8863. I want to know what you did yesterday, what you ate yesterday, who you ate with. I'm nosy like that. And if you have any questions for Sassy or myself, let us know as well. The vanilla cake, because this is the make or break.
This
Doesn't
is
matter
the
how
make
good your
or
flavors
break
are.
cake.
The cake has to be moist, delicious, perfect crumb. How do we do that?
It's this is the thing. It's the most simplest of recipes, but it's so tasty. And one bite is going to take you immediately back to school, and your friends are going, "Can I also have a bite of that?" And you go like, "No, my mom made this especially for me."
Wow. Okay, but we're sharing today.
We're
maybe,
sharing the recipe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might leave out 1 or 2 ingredients. You never know.
There we go. Okay, so for the beautiful vanilla tray bake cake, how do we start off?
Very simple. So we've got our eggs, okay, and our sugar, and we're just going to beat it.
Is that an important part?
It is quite important because with eggs, it adds volume and texture and all of those things to bakes. Many times people take the beginning step. They always skip that and they think, I'm just going to whisk the eggs a little bit. Unfortunately, we're not making scrambled eggs. We're making a cake that needs to be aerated and it needs to be moist and fluffy.
So that's what happens when you incorporate the eggs with the sugar, because you can see that's all, I want to say foam in a sense, but it's all air, and that's what you want.
All air.
That's going to make our cake deliciously light and fluffy. Okay, so eggs and sugar cream together. What is next?
Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to do our butter and our milk, and we're going to heat this up.
Okay.
Okay, this is a recipe that my mom shared with me, which was passed on to her by her grandmother.
All right.
So I'm thinking this recipe might be like 200 years old. It was,
Could be.
It was created in 19 dot, which is okay.
Hey, and also if it ain't broke,
you know what
it's
I mean?
fine. It's okay. Okay, so we've got our butter in the pot. We've got our milk.
Yeah.
So let's do that together.
Okay.
So do we add
our butter's here. It's nicely melted. We're going to add our milk. And what we do is we're basically just going to bring it to, not really a boil, but just until the butter is completely melted, right? Then nice warm consistency, not hot because we don't want to cook the flour.
Right, of course.
So once we've got that, we're going to go in, with our baking powder.
Again, and that's going to give us that lift and that colour.
Yes, and what we also, very important, and this is what a lot of people seem to miss. You know how important it is to sift that ingredient.
When do we sift?
Flour needs to always be sifted.
Always.
Always. For me, that's what makes, that makes a nice, moist cake. So what you do is you sift your flour. Generally, what I also do, I'll go the extra mile. I'll whisk it as well.
All right, okay.
And once you whisk it, should there be any clots, then it's all, it's gone. It's nice and smooth.
So it's about removing those little lumps of flour, and is it anything to do with
pockets
air
of
as well?
flour.
Yeah.
Have you noticed sometimes you'll eat a cake and then you'll see like it seems like the flour is a bit compact on the one side, but you don't want to tell the auntie because she took 2 hours to bake that cake. So auntie, there's my advice to you.
Also, I think it's amazing because you're a baking professional, so you look out for things like that. Me, I'm blind. Woof, in the mouth. If it tastes good, I'm happy. I'm okay. But I hear you.
Nothing that a teaspoon of apricot jam can't fix.
No. Okay, cool. So let's go to the next step. So we got our flour, baking powder added. We got our milk and our butter. So now it all just comes together. But it's going to be like a technique, right?
Yeah. So what you can do, which is also a very nice technique, is you go in with your. When you do this, the 3:2 ratio.
Okay.
It's always flours. Flour is 3 parts, and your liquid is 2 parts.
Okay.
So I would say going half with your dry ingredients. Okay. Then you're going to start mixing. Okay. You always need to help me with this, friend. I'm one of that people.
Let's see.
I
think I broke something even more. Let's see.
Okay.
You know what? It wouldn't be a hotline if there wasn't something like that was...
There we go. And the magic just happened.
It just happened. There we go. Okay, should I just stay here?
Okay. Very important with flour, and this is what the audience needs to know. When your flour goes into your batter, it should never, ever be mixed on a high volume.
Okay.
Because flour is something that generally needs to be folded in. So you use, you make sure that you mix this on the lowest speed and then mix.
Our producer just randomly said, science upstairs.
Yeah, right. And then what you do is you gradually go in with your milk and your butter mixture.
And the speed is
So
perfect?
this is half.
Okay.
Half of your liquid. Then again in with your flour.
And again in stages, not all of it all at once?
So you're going to get with half your flour, then again your milk and butter, and then again your flour after that.
I think that looks like almost half. There we go. Okay.
Fantastic. You're a fast learner, eh?
I am.
You're a fast learner.
Baking for me is something like I really need to be in the gears to bake. I love baked goods, but like my mindset to slow down and bake is just something that I struggle with. That's a me problem. But literally the fact that I need to be in that gears, that slow speed, that like paying attention to the ingredients and the measurements. I cook with fire.
Chef Clem,
and like
Chef Clem, you need peace in your life.
I need peace.
You need peace.
I need peace.
You need peace.
There we go.
So after that, we're going to go in with all the liquid again. Okay. Very simple recipe that you can impress your friends with. And if you want to go and you want to impress them even further, you know, and not to tell them it's an actual tray bake, cut them into squares, add some Nutella, some, whipped cream or something, piece of flake, something fancy, and then, you can just say that Sassy baked it.
There we go. Absolutely. I love that. Okay, cool.
And look how nice and smooth this
I was going to
mix is.
say, it looks beautiful and smooth. And again, that's because we took the time to alternate the wet and the dry.
It's really basically a one-bowl recipe. It's very simple. Follow the steps.
And tell me, have we added the vanilla? There we go. I think that's the vanilla.
Don't worry about the vanilla, darling. You can add it before, after, who wants. Right? Vanilla is vanilla.
And the one thing I do love is when I'm adding vanilla, I like the amount of vanilla you added. I see the people be adding 1 teaspoon of vanilla and calling something a vanilla cake.
A vanilla cake.
No. You got to be like intentional with it. If I'm not smelling it from across the road,
then it's clearly not a vanilla cake.
No. Okay. And this smells amazing.
That's beautiful.
Oh, this smells so good. Again, I do the this. I know we're not done, but I do the this.
Yeah,
Checking the bottom of the bowl to check any pockets of flour.
Oh, you're so intelligent. Oh my goodness.
Sometimes.
Are you looking for a job, darling?
Look, baking. Again, like I said, baking. Baking gets me.
And look at that.
I worked in a pastry section for 2 years.
Beautiful, chef.
So that. But I appreciate those that do bake.
So what we're doing, can you see?
The folding method.
The folding method. So it's from the bottom up, like that.
There we go.
Always nice and slow, and just be careful when you mix it that you don't overmix it. That's
when this
perfect.
goes into your baking tray, do you do the
tap? I have to do the tap. Who's going to make the noise in the kitchen?
Oh, it's just for the noise, but it's to get those bigger bubbles out?
The bigger bubbles out. Or generally what you can also do, if you don't want to make too much of a noise, you hold once your batter's in and you just give it the tap at the
I want to
bottom.
make a noise.
You want to make a noise?
I want to make a noise.
So you're that guy.
There we go. South Africa, you are going to want to make this recipe. This is going into the oven and then we're going to decorate it in the end. Go and get the recipe on expressoshow.com. You want all 3 recipes today. Sassy, you've been absolutely amazing.
Aww.
Can't wait to have you back in the kitchen. South Africa, you were good too. You were amazing too. Make sure you come back next week for more Culinary Hotline Bling. Ding, ding, ding.
See how I try to bring in the bass there because the bass is about to take over, taking the stage right now. Absolute legends.
Absolutely. We've been waiting for this moment. Wat nou van jou is Post Dave. The guys are ready to absolutely blow you away, so the stage is yours.
Hi guys, so this is Wat van jou, of our first album, Niks Vergelyk. You can check it out on all our socials. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Daar's geen wegkruipplek. Ek sal veg vir die reg, my lief. Dis jy en ek. Ek sien net jou skoonheid. Die kaart van jou lyf. Die Here het gedig toe hy jou konture uitskryf. Ons liefde was jong, ons skilde so skaal. Nou sit die horizon van kans op die oceaan. hand in hand. Die seisoene en jare, ons spore tydloos in die sand. As die speel praat van wysheid, die klooie verwag, kan die gang reis met klanke van kinders wat speel, sing en lag. Ons liefde was jong, onskuldig, so skaam. Nou styr die horizon wat dans op die oseaan. Na die son kan verdwijn en die maan in die nacht ophou skyn. Want die na maakwoorderij, maakwoorderij. Dis my syde kruis in die hemel, my doorster waar jy gaan, my siel wil. Tina, ek weet ons sal hou, wat van jou? Gaan ek jou vasthou, door die lichte aangaan. Lang na die laaste lied, dan dans ons onder die maan. Ons liefde was jong, onskuldig, so skaam. Nou styr die horizon wat dans op die oseaan. Na die son kan verdwijn en die maan in die nacht ophou skyn. Maar die na maakwoorderij, maakwoorderij. Is my syde kruis in die hemel, my noordster waar jy gaan, my siel op. Tina, ek weet ons sal hou. Tina, ek weet ons sal hou. Tina, ek weet ons sal hou. Wat van jou? Wat van jou? Wat van jou?
Aanda. Beautiful! Oh my word, we love you guys, and we got new music coming your way in just a moment. Don't move a muscle.
So excited
Oh,
about that.
I love it. We have the best job in the world.
Honestly, this midweek has felt so good. The weekend is almost here, baby. Also, I got some entertainment news for you in just a little bit. Stick around. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, you beauties, we want more, we demand more, and that's exactly what we're gonna get.
So guys, this next one is off the new album. Die album se ons Brandstigter, gaan check dit uit op, soos ek gesê het, Spotify en Apple Music. En dan kan julle ons live sien. Ons is hierdie naweek by Padstal, Vrydag aand in Pretoria, Saterdag by die Voortrekker Monument, by die Wyn en Wildsfees, en dan volgende Saterdag saam met kaptein en vriende Kurt Darren, Bobby van Jaarsveld en 'n klomp van ons by Monte Casino. So ons hoop ons sien julle daar. So hier's Kaal vir kinders van die nuwe album af.
Gister ons het 'n fort gebou in die winter. Word gedroom en gespeel. Huis toe met stories en 'n splinter. Drome geskilder met stof en water. Ons kreter uit die hoogste boom. Ons was konings, die bosveld was ons troon. Deur die jare ontgroei ons vriende. Ons ontgroei het ons voete nie. As ons seer elke tree bring ons tot hier. Ons was kampvoetkinders van die begin af. Ons lewe Jesus kundig gemaakt vir die grondbaan. Geluk in die jongpad. Ons was kampvoetkinders van die begin af. Das skimmer speel in die veld in die sonsak. Hy soek met ons in 'n russak. Daar was kitties en 'n visstok in die dam geswem. Fantasie en oorlog gewen van die begin af. Daai gitaar, die eerste note, soos 'n padpaard na hand gebroken. Ons gesweer, ons kom terug. En kyk ons name weer net groter. Drome bereik met stof en water. Wat geklim deur doringboom. Ons was konings, die bosveld was ons troon. Deur die jare ontgroei ons skoene. Ons ontgroei net ons voete nie. As ons seer elke tree bring ons tot hier. Ons was kampvoetkinders van die begin af. Ons lewe Jesus kundig gemaakt vir die grondbaan. Dan lig geluk in die jongpad. Ons was kampvoetkinders van die begin af. Dan skimmer speel in die veld in die sonsak. Hy soek net ons in 'n russak. Daar was kitties en 'n visstok in die dam geswem. Fantasie en oorlog gewen van die begin af.
You beauties.
What a beautiful way to carry us into the final bit of news. Gents, thank you so much. We can't wait to hear some more from you. Pause Dave, everybody. For now, though, it's just gone 8 o'clock. Let's get into your last bit of news for this Wednesday morning. Now, we get started with your national news making headlines, where the South African Weather Service is urging the public to monitor weather alerts, as another potential severe weather pattern may affect parts of KwaZulu-Natal this weekend. Now, last Friday, hundreds of motorists were trapped in snow, on the N3 toll route at Van Riemen's Pass, connecting KZN and the Free State. Deputy President Paul Mashatile emphasized the importance of heeding weather warnings, stating that if the Weather Services advises against road travel, it's crucial to comply. The government is still investigating the snow-related damage costs. Sticking to your local news, to address poor literacy levels among school children, Basic Education Minister Siviwe Gwaruba has emphasized the need for mother tongue education. An international reading literacy study revealed that 81% of grade 4 learners in South Africa struggle to read with comprehension by age 10. Gwarube noted that although the Constitution guarantees the right to education in one's mother's tongue, instruction is mainly given in English and Afrikaans, despite having 12 official languages, disadvantaging learners whose mother tongue is indigenous. Gwarube spoke at the Heritage Day commemorations in Johannesburg, aligning with Literacy Month. Now, taking a look at your international news, at least 30 decomposing bodies were found on a boat off the coast of Senegal. The Navy responded to reports of a drifting vessel approximately 70 kilometers from Dakar and brought the wooden canoe into port. There has been a recent surge in migrants departing from Senegal for Spain's Canary Islands, a journey exceeding 1,500 kilometers across the Atlantic. Given the state of decomposition, the migrants likely drifted for many days. Investigations are underway to ascertain the boat's departure details and the number of individuals on board. The death toll from a recent wave of attacks on Hezbollah targets in Lebanon has risen to 558, including 50 children and 94 women, with over 1,800 individuals injured. Now, the Israeli army stated that it conducted these attacks as part of an intensified military operation against Hezbollah, aiming to ensure the safety of Israeli citizens in the north. Yesterday morning, Hezbollah announced that it had launched several attacks on Israeli military targets. While Israel claims to have intercepted most missiles, damage to buildings in some areas has been reported. For your news this morning, we close off with this one, especially for adventure lovers who are ready to get set for the ride of a lifetime. Now, the South Africa's K3 zip line, now the longest in the world, has just launched outside Caledon in the Western Cape. Spanning a dazzling 3.2 kilometers, it surpasses Dubai's record holder by 400 meters. After years of meticulous planning and an official sign-off by an independent engineer, K3 is finally ready to welcome guests. Now, the excitement begins with a thrilling 7-kilometer 4x4 journey up the mountain, of course offering breathtaking views on your way up. Participants must weigh between 50 to 120 kilograms, and with only 24 spots available daily this month, booking is essential. The Overberg's adrenaline-filled experience is poised to become a major drawcard for adventure tourism in the Western Cape. Now, I absolutely would be frontline signing up for it. Will I be scared? Yes. But will I say yes? Absolutely. That's where we leave your news for this morning. For now, though, let's delve into that last bit of sports with Gray.
Oh, my friend, you've got to be careful what you manifest on this show. Next shoot is loading. Now, I would do it in a heartbeat. Well, from one source of national pride, a new one, to one that's been there, well, more than any other. At least he will be. Eben Etzebeth is set to make history as the most capped Springbok ever. What an honour when he starts in the crucial Rugby Championship decider against Argentina in Nelspruit this Saturday. So in a revamped lineup, we get a sense of what coaches are trying to pull off. Jaden Hendrickse and Mani Lebok will pair as the starting halfbacks for the first time. I love that. Throw him straight back in the fire. Coach Rassie Erasmus also made 9 changes to the squad in its entirety, including the return of World Cup veterans like Bongi Mbonambi, Frans Malherbe, Cheslin Colby, Damian Dalendi and Sia Khaleesi, of course, takes the captaincy see once again some bona fide match winners, and we need it. It is the decider. Now, some early signs that Mamelodi Sundowns are not going to slow down after last season, continued their perfect start to the 24-25 PSL season with a dominant 4-1 victory over the Marumo Gallants at Loftus yesterday. Tashreeq Matthews, Ikram Reyners, Lucas Ribeiro and Spelele Mkhulise all finding the back of the net as our reigning champions comfortably outclassed their opponents from Limpopo, sending out a message to the rest of the field. Now, we stay with footballing news a little further afield. UEFA has announced that Milan will not host the 2027 Champions League final, and that's due to uncertainties surrounding the renovation plans for the San Siro Stadium. So with Milan unable to guarantee the stadium's availability at the time, UEFA has now reopened the bidding process for a new venue. A decision will be made by mid-2025. The 2026 final, of course, will be taking place in Budapest. And now on to Formula One, that has seen some massive moves this year, and they continue. Red Bull's head of race strategy, Will Courtney, is now making a high-profile move to join McLaren, and that's as their new sporting director. Courtney, a pivotal figure at Red Bull for the last 20 years and a big part of their success, will now report directly to McLaren's racing director, Randeep Singh. This departure marks another significant loss for Red Bull, following the recent exit, of course, of star designer Adrian Newey, who left to join the Aston Martin camp as managing technical partner. While Courtney's switch to McLaren has been confirmed in the media, the exact timing remains uncertain, as his contract with Red Bull reportedly runs up until mid-2026, but I think we can expect a move sooner. And that's a wrap of your sport for this morning. Let's get one last look at the roads.
Thank you so much, Gray. Let's have a final look at what is happening in your traffic in Gauteng in Pretoria. Traffic is slow moving west of the N4 between Watermeyer Street and Proefplaas interchange. Maintain a safe following distance and exercise caution while driving, as well as those breathing exercises. Out in Cape Town, Kraaifontein, there has been an accident southbound of the N1 at Brighton Road. Now, the left lane is affected, so do approach the affected area with caution and make sure that your playlist is banging. In Cape Town, we stick over there. Over in Somerset West, there is congestion on the N2 outbound before Victoria Road. Delays are also expected, so do plan your route accordingly. Wherever you're heading, buckle up and, of course, drive safely. That's where we wrap up your roads. Let's have a final look at your weather. Well, let us get into your weather for this morning. For the last time, the South African Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for damaging winds expected to sweep through the central and eastern regions of the Northern Cape. Now, these winds pose a risk of localized damage to both formal and informal settlements, along with an increased threat of runaway fires. In addition to these warnings, extremely high fire danger conditions are anticipated in various areas, including the western parts of the Free State and northwest provinces, northern parts of the Northern Cape, northeastern regions of the Western Cape and parts of the Limpopo Valley. Residents are urged to remain vigilant and take necessary precautions during this hazardous weather event. Yes, the weather might be wild out there, but something to brighten your mood is our sunrise view of this hour, and Lerato has taken it to the next level and sent in a video, not even a photo. She said this has to go down documented in the most beautiful way. Lerato, yes, I've got so much love for you and that view as well. Thank you so much for sharing your beautiful morning video with us. I love that we've taken the stills to a whole new level, setting that bar so high. So tomorrow, when you get in touch with your morning view, make sure that maybe also send a video through. 0634088863 is how you do that exactly. For now, let's have a final look at your temperatures to see how you can dress when you step outdoors.
regardless of the weather and how beautiful it is outside. Just focus on the inside right now. Mzansi, don't get left behind. The guaranteed 50 million rand lotto jackpot is here. Don't let it pass you by this Wednesday. You could be the next very big multi-millionaire, but only if you play. So buy your tickets now, please. You can do it in store. You can go online, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app. You can use your cell phone banking platform, or you can dial *120 *7529 hash for USSD. No excuses. And added to that, we'll even put those details on our Expresso social media pages so you can go and check them out. And then Panda push or play lotto for a guaranteed 50 million rand in jackpot today. And you, of course, have an opportunity to win that. So good luck. But you gotta Panda push or play. Now, of course, we're going to have a whole lot of fun for the final hour of the show. We are going to be eating, yes, because it's a Wednesday.
Yes,
but now we don't have to do the entertaining, thankfully. Aanda is going to take care of that. And she's whipping up a slow cook, an oxtail stew. Absolutely beautiful, my friend.
I love that. I'm waiting for the day that Gray makes me an oxtail. Please,
You missed
let it
my
be
high tea. That was
soon.
it. That was done for 2025.
I did miss your high tea. Where's my invite? All right, Ayanda's taking care of the food, and I'm taking care of the tea in terms of entertainment. We are spilling the tea on all things good, local and international news. I'll give you updates straight up.
Is it hectic or is it okay?
No, it's hectic.
It's hectic.
It's always hectic.
Ooh, brace yourself.
There are stories of dreamers, and we're inspired by them all. We invite you to write your story with us. Your story matters. ABSA.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And we are back on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and I'm telling you, I'm delving out all the feel good this morning because it's time for entertainment news. Let's catch up on our favorite celebrities, local and international. Speaking about local celebrities on the couch, you don't only have Graham, you've got Sassy Bakes,
Pew,
our
pew,
local
pew.
celeb in the culinary world, brought here because it's the culinary hotline bling, but also you like to spill some tea, you like to gossip a little bit.
A little bit, but I mean, please don't tell anyone.
Yeah,
It's just
I mean,
between us
the
and South
name
Africa.
speaks volumes, babe, and she lives it. She absolutely lives it.
Sassy Bakes. I love that you've cooked up so many good things, and I'm just going to add this to the menu as well. Let's get into chat about Diddy.
Oh my
Diddy.
goodness, you're going to start there. Wow,
is
okay.
a hectic
Bam.
one.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It's hotter than the curry.
I'm telling you, the spice. Okay, so as we know, Diddy is quite famous for taking on a young talent and almost grooming them in a way. He had these Diddy boot camps where basically as a musical mogul, he took on the likes of Usher and Justin Bieber when they were very young. And now it's gotten to a point where obviously he's in hot water and some people are distancing themselves from him.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber being one of them. As we know, he recently didn't give birth. His wife gave birth to their first son. So he said at this point, as you know, everything is unfolding, which I'm pretty sure he knows the details of.
Yeah.
He's actually distancing himself because he wants to protect his family and also his wife and focus on that.
I mean, Usher went and deleted his whole X account. Guys
Imagine.
are going back and just they're looking for threads that could be
Cleaning.
connected to particular moments because they might be drawn into court.
Yes.
They might have to actually come and bear witness to what's happened here. So I think
And I think
everyone
that's
is
going
stepping
to
back.
happen, Grace.
Oh, without
That's
a doubt.
definitely going to happen.
Without a doubt.
It's inevitable.
It
I mean,
is
I've been
inevitable.
deleting everything. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
in the cloud,
He's trying,
Ash,
he's
it's in
trying
the
to
cloud,
safeguard
boy.
himself.
Yes, I even saw a recent interview. Shannon Sharp, who is a sports commentator, he had one of the Wayans brothers on. I think it was Marlon Wayans. And he was also trying to, in a very comedic way, trying to clean his path as well. He was like, I've been to Diddy's parties, you know, the all-white parties. And he's like, but they waited for me to leave before the quote-unquote fun went down. Which we were like, I'm sure, sir. You were there until the final hour. But we'll see. Again, that's just, you know, we'll see how the story unfolds. It is all speculation at this point. But yeah, Diddy, we're hoping he'll go behind bars. We'll see. All right, let's get into
How do we come back from that? How do we come back from Diddy as our
Graham,
opening
This is a good way to come back. Okay, the Emmy Awards took place not too long ago, and we saw South Africa on this map in a way that I thought was so unexpected. Could you guess who won an Emmy Award?
Oh, now I kind of know, so I don't want to
Could you
reveal it,
guess?
but I absolutely love this.
Sassy, could it be?
I doubt you'll ever guess it.
Takalani Sesame.
Come on, well done.
Oh my gosh, all of our childhoods finally have the recognition it absolutely deserves. It is a cherished show in South Africa and such a great milestone following its nomination at the 52nd International Emmy Awards. Now, this show has been leading the way, as we know, in influential and intelligent preschool programming. Listen to this, for more than 2 decades. It's covered my childhood, cover your guys' childhoods as well, and it got a nomination in the Kids Factual category for its Big Feelings special and locally produced category. It earned a nomination at the SAFTAs also, which is really exciting. I mean, the show is just winning, and it makes sense.
It really does. But you know, we've spoken about literacy and the issues that we have here. You've got to get kids excited about the education. You've got to use language to be able to do that. But you've got to, when it comes to little kids, you've got to fly. You've got to find a different way to do it. And they've just nailed it. Their formula is amazing. But how many children have started their educational journey with Takalani Sesame? We owe it a debt of gratitude, this whole country. I think.
Keep quiet. There we go.
Yeah, 100%.
Sit and learn.
Parents owe them a debt of gratitude, 100%.
It was for free, and also for us growing up, it definitely added to our vocab and added to our understanding of the world around us.
South Africanism,
Come on, yes, the South Africanism. Well, speaking of South Africans, did what South Africans do, and they came for somebody that I never thought they would. Miss Janet Jackson.
What?
So recently, she, of course, unfortunately went through quite a sad experience when her brother Tito Jackson passed away. And it was almost understandable that she would pull out of the Delicious Festival. We said, you know what, it's fine. Take some time, do your thing, grieve in silence and in peace. We won't bother you. But then fans were like, my empathy has actually run its course, because we saw her out in Paris enjoying some dinner in light of this, what's it called, a tour that she was going to continue on the 25th of September out in France. And we were set for the 21st.
Did she perform there?
She's going to perform there. It's the 20. Yes, tonight she's going to perform there. And we're going, wait a minute, why is it good enough for the French, but not good enough for South Africa?
And she would have loved it. I've just flown through France. I think you would have preferred South Africa, to be honest. I think you would have loved the vibe here, girl. on a different level.
I mean, did you not know? We offer you 4 scenes in one day.
Yeah, exactly.
Where else do you get it?
Nev, and the food. Miss Sassy Bakes could have prepared a little something, chicken curry on the
missing
bone.
out, Janet.
I get that, and you want to have, like you quite rightly say, you want to express empathy because a star is still a person,
Right.
but it's quite hectic. That is quite
hectic.
a thing.
And there is scrutiny 24/7.
Yeah.
I mean, she should have thought of this long and
I mean,
hard.
she's been in the industry for 25 years, but
Yeah.
it's okay. We'll move on to the next one. It's all about the soil, one of my favorite groups ever. Ntsika Aanda from the famous group that all of us just know and love has recently released an Enchanting Kids EP. Now, speaking about the children and taking care of them, it's all in celebration of Heritage Month. It's got 6 tracks and it's got such a beautiful name. It's called Dreams, Love and Light. And it's just such a heartwarming collection of songs to really get the kids going good, you know?
Yeah.
Do you want to have a listen?
Please,
Okay,
please,
let's
I
have a
need
little
some of
listen.
that energy.
Play it,
Wash
play it.
over me. That's how you influence. That's how you make your impact.
Yeah.
Use the craft, the art that you have. If you can bake, teach people through your baking.
100%. Yes,
And they've
absolutely.
also said that they're using isiZulu as one of the languages to translate this love, light, and dreams in, which again makes sense. Speak to people where they're at, also in the worlds that they understand. I'm going to leave this one here.
I
Chris
like
Brown
it.
might be coming to South Africa. I'm just going to say...
Oh,
that's all,
come
that's all,
on,
that's all.
man.
Just
Come
saying.
on.
I'm just going to leave it at that. Chris
Really?
Brown might be coming to South Africa.
Okay, I'm breaking out in dance right now. Can somebody
Maybe that's why Janet was like, Chris is going, I'm pulling out, I'm pulling out.
Okay, let's check it out. He says, South Africa, I'm coming. And if you say it, we believe it, Chris Brown. See, breezy. Don't disappoint us, okay? And that's where I'm going to leave your entertainment news on the best of notes because we're going to...
There we go.
Get to dancing. Okay, that's as much as I'm doing today. Let's get into something else that's really good when it comes to Heritage Day and Heritage Month. And on a summer's day with good friends, fun activities, and delicious oxtail, Aanda definitely knew exactly what to do to bring the best of the best together. And she got to live out her best life for Heritage Day with her friends. Don't know why we weren't invited, but let's take a look.
If the word was in the oxtail.
Today is all about iconic duos, Sunday and family meals, Oxtail and mash, and Sunlight's 5-in-1 automatic dishwashing tablets along with the dishwasher.
The most important thing about a Sunday lunch for me is definitely relaxing and just closing off the day with good food and just good vibes in general.
What I'm looking forward to today is sitting, having fun, and having comfort food, you know.
One thing I'm looking forward to today is the fact that I'm gonna cook for everyone. And I'm in my element, so everyone is in my house. So yeah.
The most important Sunday lunch for me, it's healthy and just nice oxtail. I'm craving for oxtail, so I can't wait to try it.
The most important part of a Sunday meal is who you get to share it with.
Now, we all know I'm not the greatest cook, which is why today I'll be supervising, which honestly is only fair since I brought all the ingredients, but I do promise to be the captain of cleanup when everything is done. Today we are making garlic braised oxtail, and it's going to be nothing short of amazing.
So what I can say about Aanda's cooking skills is that she can't really cook, but she's very good at chopping veggies.
Aanda's cooking, if we're being honest, it's not that bad, guys. It's not that bad. But she could learn a thing or two.
Okay, so now we're gonna add the stock and then you're gonna let it cook for an hour. But if you have more time, you're more than welcome to leave it to cook for 4 hours so that it falls off the bone and it's nice and juicy.
Yeah, no, that's the one.
And rightfully so, oxtail is a luxurious meat. We cannot mess this up today, KG.
I got you.
While the oxtail is simmering beautifully in the pot, we have time on our hands to blow some bubbles. What I love most about family and friends gatherings is just because it's a different kind of way to feel connected to people. I think in my job, I do have the opportunity of meeting a bunch of different people, but I always miss home. I always miss people that are familiar. And I love catching up with them and almost reminiscing on the stories that we've been through together.
Sunday lunch is important because you get to spend time with people that you've never seen for a long time, and we get together so that you can have a nice meal together.
My first experience cooking red meat, it was somehow burnt on the outside, but very, very raw on the inside.
How did that happen?
I don't know if it was the temperature that was too high or if my pots just were the wrong things. I was like 11 years old, so I think I can have grace. KG, this tastes absolutely delicious. And I was so lucky to be there to watch it step by step.
It's a pleasure.
Well, now that everybody's tummies is full, it is my turn to shine now. Let's get out these dishes and let me teach you how to use these tablets. Okay, first things first, I need to make sure that we're all on the same page when it comes to maintaining a dishwasher. Does anybody want to try guess what that means?
Cleaning the filter?
Right.
Oh, am I?
Nice, nice.
Wiping the inside with a cloth, maybe.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maintaining a dishwasher is key to ensuring its longevity and efficient performance. Today we'll be using Sunlight's 5-in-1 automatic dishwashing tablets. We are already sorted. Sunlight's 5-in-1 automatic dishwashing tablets is designed to not only clean your dishes, but to protect your machine as well. And thanks to Sunlight's pure clean technology, you can use these tablets on an eco cycle, which means no need to pre-rinse dishes and using less water.
The most important thing about a Sunday meal for me has to definitely be the relaxing part and just being around friends.
The most important thing about a Sunday lunch is definitely the company, because if everybody's having a good time and the company's good, everything just falls into place. Wow, Aanda, this plate had a lot of grease and it was very dirty. Look how clean it is. Love it.
You can see our faces. I need to get the Sunlight 5-in-1 for myself. It looks like they just come out straight from the box.
I really can't believe how easy that was.
Any Sunlight 5-in-1 automatic dishwashing tablets are it.
You see, Ayanda's clever, hey? She brings everyone into the kitchen to help her clean. I was alone there. Okay, with my Sunlight, I was fine, but I mean, come on, they're very, very clever, and it looked delicious.
It
Well
looks
done, girls.
absolutely delicious. And speaking about delicious things, we still have tons more to come your way. We're going to make a milkshake, and I think that is so great to end up with something sweet. A vanilla milkshake challenge. Actually, I shouldn't say we're going to make a milkshake, because
You are.
who knows how it's going to turn out,
You are
Gray.
going to beat Sassy Bakes in that challenge. I can feel it. I can
Gray
feel
says
the
it.
fire.
I believe it.
And then we need to travel this beautiful land of ours. Dean and Sarah are here, two travel bloggers who live the very best of life. Just look at them, how happy and free they are. But we've got them here. We've nailed them down to the floor so they don't leave the country again. But they're going to give us some amazing destinations that we have to visit. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We're definitely celebrating all things to do with heritage, but also Tourism Month on the show this morning. Now get ready for a delicious mix of tradition and also indulgence in today's awesome conversation that we're getting into with our lovely guests today. We've got Sarah and Dean, who of course have traveled the last little bits, the corners of South Africa to bring us here in studio a little bit of a taste as to what you can experience when you step outdoors. And I'm so excited to have you guys on the couch with us this morning. And I need to get straight into it. South Africa. It is an incredible place to live, but not many people actually get to step outside and enjoy. Just off the bat, why do you think that is?
I don't know. We always sort of say the same thing.
Yeah.
See, a lot of people, especially South Africans, they'll go overseas before they even bother traveling in their own country.
Yeah.
And then we'll post things and people were like, wow, is that really in
Yeah.
South Africa? And yeah, I mean, it's closer, it's cheaper.
You could literally drive there if you wanted to. Like,
within 1 hour, the places you can get to is just, it's
And
incredible.
it has literally like the most biodiverse nature, and there's everything you could want all in one country. And
I
so
agree
if
with
you aren't
you.
traveling, you should be.
You should be traveling. And that's the thing, it doesn't even have to be a 2-hour flight to Gauteng, right? You could literally take a drive, even in the Western Cape, if you live this side, and you will see the beauty. But speaking of, let's get into, Sarah, maybe your top 3 travel destinations. I mean, I know it's really hard to pick, but if you could narrow it down, who would you say and what would you say?
Yeah, I mean, picking just 3 is tough, but we always try and go with the 3 Bs. So it's the bush, the berg, and then the beach.
Oh, I love that.
So with the bush, I mean, I feel like you can't actually beat Kruger. It's popular for a reason, but it's incredible. It's like, it's a magical place, really. But if you're in Kruger, then also definitely visiting the Blood River Canyon, but go and hike in it. That whole area is like an hour out of Kruger, and it's just incredible. Blue water, waterfalls, like it's magical as well. Then for the Berg, we grew up in KZN, so we spent a lot of time in the Drakensberg.
Beautiful.
And those mountains as well are just like, the scale of them are just, they're like majestic. You can either go and hike in them, you can spend 5 nights longer.
Wow.
And then swim in the waterfalls. Like, we just love doing that. And for the beach, I don't think you can beat the West Coast, especially West Coast National Park. There's a
Agreed.
beach called Kraalbaai, and it's just, the water is just blue, see-through, flat.
You feel like you're in Greece.
Yeah,
but it's in
it's
South Africa.
like we could just spend all day there. And then the flowers come out
Yes.
now in flower season as well. So
Exactly.
it's just, looks like almost
And as soon as,
AI.
winter lets go of us and spring finally is here, hopefully a
Yeah.
lot more people will be able to enjoy that. But if they don't, they can, of course, head over to your blog, your socials to check out exactly what you have. And Dean, you document this so incredibly beautifully too.
Thank you.
So talk to me about some hidden gems that, it's not the Kruger National Park. You haven't heard of it, but we're going to plug you right now.
Well, it's actually so difficult to choose just a few places. There's so many. But one that's in the Western Cape that I think is overlooked a lot, it's actually Betty's Bay.
Oh.
It has the penguins, so you don't always have to just go to Boulders. You can go to Betty's Bay. It has dunes with mountains in the backdrop. So, like a lot of people go to Atlantis dunes and it's beautiful, but you can get dunes even at Betty's Bay. And it has the Kogelberg Mountains, which has some of the most diverse biome and with all the fynbos and everything. And then another place would probably be Valley of Desolation in the Eastern Cape. It is known, but I don't think it's as well known. Like even me, before I went there, I didn't realize how, it just blew me away, like these pillars of rocks coming up. But definitely go at sunset. You really want to get that glow on the light, especially if you're a photographer. And
I want
then,
a good Instagram picture. I mean, yes.
And then another place would probably be Nature's Valley along the garden route. And it has these really prehistoric, jungly vegetation and incredible cliffs along the coast.
Oh my goodness, there's so much to choose from. We're so spoiled for choice. But, people have preferences. Some enjoy the coastal vibes, which is definitely up my alley. Although I don't mind a jungle moment either. I'll jump off off a cliff if I need to. But when choosing a holiday destination or even somewhere to visit, what do you think people should bear in mind if they could only maybe pick one or two destinations?
I think in South Africa, you don't really have to pick one or two.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, within 1 hour, so even just if I think about where we live, or if you live in Cape Town, you can get to the mountains, you can get to the beach. And we often even say South Africa is almost like it's a world in one country. So yeah, I don't think you need to pick, like, in the Cape, come here, you can go to the beach, you can go to the mountains.
Yeah.
If I just mentioned Kruger earlier, you can go to Kruger, but then there's the whole canyon and things there as well.
Stunning.
So yeah, pick a place, but then check what's in sort of an hour radius, or an hour and a half radius from that place. And that's when you'll start to find these sort of more hidden places and you can go to and be the only person there, which is always incredible.
Maybe it just requires a little bit more planning, but I mean, I think it's so worth it at the end of the day. And if not, we could obviously just plug into what you guys have online. Where exactly can we find you? We also want to enjoy life through you guys too.
On Instagram, our handle is @SarahAndDean. So yeah, you can check us out there. Look at our reels. No, most of the stuff will be on Sarah and Dean in terms of our travels. So if you want to see that, then you can head there.
Okay, last question. What's next? I mean, you pretty much covered everything in South Africa. Is there any space you're looking forward to heading to?
Well, actually, from next year, we'll be having to sort of plan our travels around 3, because we have a baby in March. So that'll be like that'll be a whole new dynamic, and looking for more family trips. So that's probably the next thing.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for
that. Even just in the near future, we sort of want to do Eastern Cape. Like, there's so much there we haven't really done. Dean hasn't done like the Wild Coast, those sort of areas. But we love sort of going from Cape Town and then just like traveling up and stopping along the way, or other way.
I love that. When you said 3, I thought you meant Chris is coming with us, because I was going to jump in the car with you guys.
You can join.
We can make it 4. Congrats again, guys. That's absolutely stunning. We look forward to catching everything on your socials and traveling on that journey with you. Well, there you have it, Mzansi. You're plugged into nothing but the good life. It literally is on your stoop. It's right there waiting for you. And I hope that this will encourage you to explore a little bit more of the beautiful country that we live in.
Oh, absolutely love that. Thank you for the emotional plug-in as well, because that's what our land, these beautiful spots that we don't get to experience very often, really evoke in us. And congrats on the new member joining the family as well. I think the account's going to do well with a third pair of footprints walking along the sand. Absolutely beautiful. But because this is travel month, being September, we put it to you guys. Is there a destination here in South Africa that you believe deserves more hype? So let's find out from Teresa. And she says, good morning, team. Right back at you. We have so many beautiful places to see. One that stood out for it, the Berry Farm in Swellendam. Been there, absolutely love it. Agree with you. Had an opportunity with the family to spend a weekend there in 2023. It is gorgeous, and you've got that mountain setting as well around you. Beautiful. Teresa Micah weighing in saying, good morning, my beautiful beloved Expresso fam. Right back at you again. Definitely Cape Town. Table Mountain, for example, is amazing. And I'm so glad you said that, because often we forget. We've got like the 8th modern marvel of the world sitting literally on our doorstep, and we don't get into it. Tyrone Daniels, yep, when you pass through the tunnel on your way to Worcester, those mountains are just magnificent. I actually was there in the car driving through it probably about 50 times throughout my life, but maybe you took me back to the first time. It is epic. It is beautiful. This is our country. Share it with us. What excites you? We'll see you after the break.
This Saturday evening on Tropical Island of Treasure. This is going to be the biggest season yet.
Welcome to Zanzibar. Can't wait to get into the first challenge. I'm coming in hard. Let's get it. I've got this.
It's a scramble. Where is my partner? I panicked.
I start shouting for help.
I'm frustrated. This sucks.
This is no joke. It was just so scary.
Catch Tropical Island of Treasure Saturday evenings at 6:30 on S3. Repeat Mondays at 9 p.m. on SABC 1.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Yes, we are back in the kitchen, and with good reason. We want to have a little bit of fun. Get ready for a delicious mix of tradition and indulgence in today's Vanilla Milkshake Challenge. So today, Carissa, who's been thrown under the bus about 5 times already, and our very sassy bakes, will compete to create unique heritage-inspired milkshakes, and therein lies the catch. Ladies, it's going to be tough. You're only going to have 60 seconds, just 1 minute. Okay, and that's where you might have the advantage, Carissa. Less is more. When you've only got 60 seconds, the less we know can actually help us.
Ice cream, just like
Exactly.
that,
Just let it melt, and there's your milkshake, okay? Because I know you might be thinking that Sass has an advantage here, because these are flavors that she cooks with, okay?
Absolutely.
So we've got very traditional, very South African. We've got the peppermint crisp, obviously vanilla milkshake. We've got some toasted coconut. We've even got some molasses and some rooibos tea. So you can have some fun with this one. I can see the wheels turning already. So you guys only have 60 seconds, and we're going to be draconian, hardcore about this. So please use your time wisely and make it
When does the countdown
delicious
begin?
already.
Are you ready?
Okay, engines start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Dun.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, and she's already.
I'm so sorry.
And it's so funny, on all of our
You can have-
cooking
you can have
shows,
some.
Sassy's like, keep a clean desk, keep a clean table, so you know what you're doing, okay?
Okay, I'm not bothered about clean desk now.
No, don't
I'm in
waste
it to
any
win it.
time on
I'm in it
cleanliness.
to win it.
Okay, so we're going straight in with the rooibos. I love that. And there was a reason why, you check. Don't worry, it only takes 5 seconds.
How many
to
seconds do
remove
we have
that.
left? How
We
many
have
seconds?
35 seconds. So you're not even halfway yet. You're fine, man. Keep it going. Carissa, how's it looking there?
Use this one.
I was
Okay.
going to say, just with caution, molasses is a very strong flavor.
little bit of
Oh,
that.
I love this. I would pay good money for either one of these
Okay, wait, how many
milkshakes.
seconds do we have left?
And what I love about this is we are echoing the return of a giant. You asked for it,
What are
they
we
heard.
doing? What are we
Your
doing?
milk is back and better than ever. A fan favorite for its smooth, creamy texture and rich vanilla flavor that we'll hopefully hero right now. 3, 2, 1. And it's done. Engines off.
Can we pour it in?
You can pour it in. I'll give you your mulligan 10 seconds to pour. Don't
Wait,
fall,
that
don't
laugh
fall
is
down now. I'm giving you an
hilarious.
extra 10 seconds to complete your plating, because I'm
Oh,
not
no,
like
that
you as
fell
a
right
judge on
in.
these cooking shows.
Okay, I
I'm
know.
nice
I'm
and
so
forgiving.
glad.
All right, get those milkshakes in. Yes, Carissa's playing with fire, but after doing your second exercise routine this morning,
Sorry.
Carissa?
get it in there, Sassy. Get it
Okay,
in
let's
the
get it in.
glass.
I'm doing it with glass.
Oh, she's that's what you call culinary drama. And if you could see the stance, how the foot is splayed behind for full dramatic effect.
What are we doing?
And there, I'm not even gonna look at you for the next 5 seconds. You can just do what you need, because it needs to be spoken about. And we love our milk so much. It's an on-the-go flavored milk that is perfect for milkshakes. Beautiful just to drink on its own. You can get really creative with it. And in celebration of Clover's 125 years, this limited edition milk combines tradition with modern convenience, making it ideal for busy mornings, a quick snack you can just grab and go, and of course also some indulgent recipes like the ones we have just created. That's exactly what it looked like when I turned away to speak to the viewers and came back. I mean, I can't even see a difference, eh? By osmosis. Okay.
Okay, you too long in my company.
I really am, and I was done for after the first time I met you, I think.
Hey,
Okay,
sis.
ladies, I've got to say, in 60 plus seconds, you guys have done a phenomenal job.
Fantastic.
It really. So please talk us through your creation so I can have a little taste here.
Okay, so my creation is inspired by heritage.
Okay, thank
as
you.
As we all
As-
know.
as we briefed,
and it's got all the authentic flavors of roasted coconut, some peppermint.
Oh,
okay.
nice.
What else did I put in it? Can somebody please help me?
And milk.
A tiny bit of rooibos. A little bit of rooibos.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
I'm interested to see how the rooibos is going to
You
play
better
through the other
pretend.
flavors.
You better pretend that that
I
stuff
work in
is
TV,
good.
girls.
These eyebrows.
Ooh, and actually the peppermint crisp comes in as a nice little afterthought.
Really? Afterthought.
You blended
It cascades
nice.
down the tongue.
It does,
It's
it
lovely,
does.
absolutely beautiful. You did
Fantastic.
yourself proud.
Fantastic.
All of the cheating was worth it. You really, you made use of the extra
there's
time.
syrup on the outside.
It's spectacular. What are you calling this, Carissa? Please talk us
This
through your
one
creation.
is called
The tornado.
Just
anything you didn't put in it?
You gave me all the ingredients.
I'm kind of sensing that you used every single one of your ingredients.
Everything.
She also used the whole table.
Yeah, I like it. No, and you even used some of her table. I'm going to call this the delicious milkshake. I'm going to have to say, and I'm not just being sassy here, Carissa, that was a valiant attempt to use everything in the kitchen.
Decorations.
I think it's gorgeous.
Visually,
It's
you
gorgeous.
absolutely cleaned up, but our milkshake champion, our reigning milkshake champion, Miss Sassy Bakes. Congratulations. Thank you. How did I get so much syrup on me and I haven't even taken part in this? Incredible, man. Well done, ladies. 60 seconds is no joke, but luckily, is instantaneous. You just need to sip it and love it. And these heritage-inspired milkshakes are not only delicious, but also a fun way to pay tribute to South African flavors. So do it. Grab your limited edition milk today and indulge in the creamy nostalgia that brings a to every sip, not a okay? Now, of course, we don't want you to fall short in your next big job in your own home. Maybe it's redoing the whole kitchen. It's time for another episode of Handy Heroes. And today, the experts from Build It in Bottersig share their brilliant DIY hacks and some valuable paint tips to help make our next DIY project quick and easy, just like that milkshake.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy hero comes from Build It in Bottersig.
Build It Bottersig has come a long way since we opened our store in 2015. We are often reminded of the independent hardware store that used to operate on the site prior to Build It taking over and how it serviced the Bottersig community. Build It Bottersig offers a complete range of hardware products and services, from general building materials to plumbing and electrical goods, pool care and garden products and more. A hardware store is not just another retail outlet. It is more like a service center where customers come to us for solutions.
I come to Build It Bottersig for excellent service, convenience as well. It's local as well. It makes it easier for us to buy materials and, be on site as well.
What makes me proud about the store is looking back from where we came from and how the staff work together and have worked together to get us to this point. Community recognize that and they're supporting us based on those values.
We offer a wide range of Plascon products. If we don't have it, we normally get it pretty urgently. So my favorite Plascon product is definitely wall seal. It's mostly used for outside, but a lot of contractors use it inside because of its good washability, scrubbability, waterproofing properties, and it's got a lovely sheen to it. My DIY tip is, accidents happen, make sure you always use a drop sheet. So my DIY motto is painting happiness, one wall at a time.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
Oh, thank you so much for all the help. If you're planning some exciting DIY projects, Plascon is giving you guys the chance to win 10,000 Rand, and here's how.
Be a handy hero this spring and stand the chance of winning 10,000 Rand cash from Plascon. To enter, tell us what Plascon product you purchased this spring and include hashtag PlasconSA. Enter by replying to Expresso's competition post on Facebook, X or Instagram, or WhatsApp your entry to 084 368 1603. Remember to keep your proof of purchase. Competition closes 27th of September at midday. T's and C's apply and can be found on expressoshow.com.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Mzansi, we've changed up the setting just a little bit just for you, okay? Because I've got some good news for you on this Wednesday morning. Don't let the guaranteed 50 million rand lotto jackpot pass you by today, all right? You could be the next big multi-millionaire, but only if you play. Now, buy your tickets now in-store on the nationallottery.co.za website. There's the mobile app, there's cell phone banking as well. And, of course, there is the star 120 star 7529 hash in order for you to get what you need to get. All good things coming your way when it comes to winning some really, really good money. So make sure you do exactly that. All those details are on our Expresso social media pages. So don't get left behind and get some winning attitude with you today as you continue along on your day today. Let's win some big money, shall we?
Hey, so ons is positief, gaan check ons uit op die socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, ons is daar so, kom gesels asseblief met ons. En dan as jy in die Parel is, ons is môre aand by Henny's, so kom kyk ons daar. En dan Cape Town Country Festival is happening on the 25th and 26th of October here in Cape Town, the biggest country festival outside of the US. And they're also taking it to Loftus, so we will be opening for Kip Moore and Darius Rucker on the 19th of October. We hope to see you there. That's it. So this is our last one for the day. Vat jou hoender. Hoop julle geniet dit.
Vat jou hoender, die son is op, ons het die hele aand gekuier in die hoenderhok. Daar is baie wilde katte op, hierdie plaas maar net een hoender maak die geraas nie. Oor my, wat het ek gedoen? Ek dink ek het die verkeerde hoender gesoen, maar die mooiste paar boutjies staan nou by die bar. Vier maak die manne wild, sy is 'n ander tipe hoender en is nie my skuld en nou het ek net oor vir haar. Oor my, wat het ek gedoen? Ek dink ek het die verkeerde hoender gesoen, ek sal die dansvloer, sy is ook nou daar. Sy vang my oor, ek soek my dop, ek kort nou moet om voor die hoender te skrop. Ek gaan flats weer by haar vanavond.
my goodness. Oh my goodness. Boss Dave on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Gentlemen, please stand up and take a bow. You absolute legends. Oh, what a job we have. Thank you so much. Head over to their socials, head over to our socials. We'll try and plug as many of their gigs, but it sounds like they answer DMs. So ask them. They will come and visit your town. They are absolutely exquisite. Thank you for all the new music and Sassy Bakes. Thank you for this.
For the hooner. Fuck your hooner.
Fuck your hooner.
Hooner, exactly.
Yes,
Oh,
thank you.
is there anything you can't do? Absolutely beautiful. Have you had fun today? Most importantly.
I always have an amazing time when I'm on the show. There's so much love, and you know, bringing Sassy along just makes us so much better.
Exactly, but I'll tell you one thing. She's so competitive. If she had lost that milkshake challenge, she would have left. Eh? She would have been in her car. She would have driven home. We wouldn't have even seen her for this. What a beautiful way to explore your culture. I love the fact that this Heritage Day, people almost need more than one Heritage Day this year. It's almost like we need every day to scream it from the mountaintops.
We need it once a month, at least once a month.
To get into this, I'll do it.
Yeah, we can do this once a week, actually, Sass. If you want to come back and bring this every week, you guys can dive right in. Hopefully you've been inspired on the culinary sense. Thank you so much to Clementine, my culinary genius, for his input today. Poor Dave, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for bringing your love and energy to our studio. Give us a wave there. Look at those gorgeous faces, man. Oh, we're going to miss them, and we're going to miss you. But don't worry, we get to see you tomorrow morning.
We don't even need plates.
Well done.
Let's just do
it.
it.
Where there's Roti, just grab. Well done. There we go.
Another feel-good production.
To enjoy every drop of goodness from the freshest fruit full of vitamins. Crush it real good. Clover Crush, your daily goodness. Also in delicious new nectar.